So, here we are again. Still no intro blurbs because we don't have an intro video yet, and this is all just for my own benefit. But so, to recap where you salty motherfuckers left off, you had concluded your investigations in the village of Cornelia, looking for any information about the missing individuals that had been abducted seemingly in the middle of the night all across the town. After recruiting the assistance of the local herbalist and witch Dariana, you ventured to the north out of Cornelia and came across some goblins in distress. After helping them out of their predicament against a pack of wolves that you viscerally slaughtered, you met with their chieftain, a towering orc of a goblin named Galvok, who, with the aid of a smaller youngling goblin named Gibbet, gave you the rundown of what had been happening to them. They had also been suffering disappearances, and based on the timelines, it seems they were targeted first. Getting some rudimentary appearance information and a direction on the apparent perpetrator of these kidnappings, you ventured once more to the north, towards the mountain peak on the Cornelian Flats, surrounded by forestation and swampland, where apparently an old goblin burial site had been erected around an old shrine. Venturing into the woods, you began to see signs of some sort of rot and decay spreading unnaturally betwixt the trees. You had a brief run-in with some wildlife in the form of a bunch of blood-sucking sturges, but you took care of them easily enough with a bunch of meteors. And after a bit of a confrontation where it was revealed that there is something more going on with Callie than we all thought, the party bunked down to get some rest for the night. And it is on the following morning that we shall begin.
Before we do that, can we have the night before? Because there was some conversations that we want to have.
Right. So, before we get to that then, we start after camp has been erected, but before anyone has fallen asleep. So, whoever wishes to have your chats, go for it. We're just sort of making up for anything we missed last time.
Ixavon?
Yes, I'm having technical issues. Hang on a second.
There we go. Of course you are.
The Birdman is a robot. I can't.
I am Birdman.
What was the issue he was having? I didn't see it. What?
Technical issue.
Yeah, Epic froze up, and then the sound went silent, and then it would bounce back again. I was scared for a moment there.
I was scared. Don't hug me.
Epic technology. Still processing. Now then, before anything
Not
else goes wrong-
scientifically possible. I'm sorry, go on.
I love that scene. I know where that's from. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Sam.
Anyway. Bib's father. Anyway. Get all the laughs out. Alright. So, I feel like I have a bit of a explanation on my fear of snakes.
Who are you talking? Everybody, or just
Everyone, pretty much.
Yeah, you kind of look eyes darty, feathers, getting less feathery. Freaked out?
Pretty much. Let's go with that. But before I start my tale, and looks at... Forgive me, my fucking brain's gone a bit...
Harvey.
And it's... yeah. Before I begin, I am deeply sorry for my outburst earlier towards you. It's nothing personal, it's... kind of a dramatic experience I had in my life, so I wish no ill towards you.
It's fine.
But anyways, 13 years ago, being my overconfident self and cocky, I thought to basically not do my usual. I was going to just head straight back to the camp, but instead go by the riverside for a few supplies, mainly water, since I had a long trip back. However, as I was collecting the water, I picked up on a scent I did not encountered before. But I briefly looked around and saw nothing out of the ordinary, so I just carried on. It wasn't until I finished collecting water I felt a very sharp pain on my left leg. But as I went to turn around with my knife drawn, I then felt a second pain on my shoulder. And what I briefly saw was a horrifying sight to behold. 2 serpent-like heads, but the body seems to be concealed what appears to be a stone-like shell.
Oh no.
Of course, I thrashed as best as I can, managed to scratch and nipped at one of the heads to let me go, but as I got back on my feet, I felt really and violently ill. Wasn't until I noticed the fact that this creature was venomous and I'd just been bitten twice. I felt myself nearing collapse from the poison, so I had 2 options: stay and fight, or try to leg it. But as I just tried to fight my way out of that situation, the creature was faster than it looked, and unfortunately bit me again. But I managed to fight off the second head. However, I managed to saw an opportunity and impaled the creature at the back where its tails were sticking out. As it screamed in agony, this was my chance to leg it with what strength I had. One head ferociously trying to snap at me, where the other was trying to reach back to remove the object from its tail. And it was a very painful and horrible experience I went through. Felt drowsy, kept throwing up in certain places, and thought I was going to die. Nevertheless, the reason whatever this poison was doing to me, I wasn't going to give up without a fight. I managed to have enough strength to make it back and find a cure. However, not only was my pride injured that day, but pretty much my physical strength. I was unable to be in full form for a couple of days after that terrible experience. Plus, the fear of that creature coming back for revenge haunted my mind. Until the oldest of us, who usually kept to himself, but then decided to took me under his rigorously wing to assist on a new path that might find me some form of enlightenment. I wasn't as hopeful at the time, but the more I learned and the practices he showed me, I felt a bit more myself, but also more wiser and even more adaptable to certain situations. I was going to say more adaptable, but yeah, pretty much.
I'm just so happy the High Snogwin has made it here.
You're welcome.
I hate you. You hate
pretty much
everything.
That's pretty much what he encountered, and it was formidable.
Why does this thing exist?
Because
I
It
love
does.
that it exists.
I mean, I can tell you the reason it exists. I can tell you the reason I first conceptualized it. I wanted a drawing challenge. I put in a random adjective generator to work to give me a bunch of different animals, and I got Hydra, Snake, Penguin, Snail. Or rather, Hydra, Snail, Dog, and Penguin. And I had to mix them together into the original High Snogwin, and I just fell in love with that design and then made this thing as an extension of it.
You know, I know
It sounds like a high snog in your face. I met one once, but it was called Snowy, so I called her Snowy. She was a bit bitey, but
Yeah, remind me not to go near her.
Oh, I haven't seen Snowy in a long time. It kind of just left when she tried to poison me as well, so, doesn't really work in a pet, when they're trying to eat you.
How do you function?
Easy! I breathe, and do things, and eat pie.
Out of character, a lot of brain damage.
I'm worried for this one's health.
We'll see in a minute. I am perfectly healthy. Healthy? Healthy. I'm fine.
Was that intentional? Please tell me that was intentional, because that is perfect.
I do apologize, everyone. I think the person controlling me in my head is malfunctioning.
Oh no, another robot.
He was robots all along.
Down.
Geth, do
Oh
not
my
infiltrate. You're going to have to leave your personal assistant back on your ship. Geth, do not intentionally infiltrate.
Oh my god.
I'm supposed to wrap up my character start before I die of laughter. Oh, this is a good fun session today.
So, anyway, enough of my meanness. So you encountered the big nasty snake thing, and that reminds you of it, right?
Yes. Just the very sight of anything serpent-like sends a chill down my spine and reminds me of the days where I almost withered away and died.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about that, right, Cully?
She is making herself very. She is trying to just hide every bit of her right now.
Ellie, it's alright, and trust me, I wish no harsh feelings towards you. It just happened. It's a defense reflex as such. Or a scarred moment in my life. However, if it wasn't for that moment, I suppose, looking back on it, I wouldn't have chose the path of a monk, and I probably wouldn't have bumped into you lot. Which I must say, as unusual bunch as you are, you give me hope to carry on in this world.
That is the most cheesiest shit I ever heard.
Wow.
It is.
Well,
I just appreciate that our contrived coincidence of meeting on the road and sending us adventure allows us to share our stories after only 2 days of knowing each other.
well, if you think that's cheesy, you won't like the quote I've learned from the monks.
Oh god.
It's fine. We only have a limited time.
Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing yourself is enlightenment.
Yeah, it's cheesy.
You're right, that is incredibly cheesy, yes.
You get that off a fortune cookie?
More like the elder. I didn't know what it meant back then until, I guess now, as
Is
cheesy
your-
as it sounds.
Is your
how-
elder a fortune cookie?
Does the fortune cookie tell you how exactly you're meant to know yourself?
Well, I can say he's definitely a interesting character. He is old, but yet he's wise, but also comedic in his own way. Heck, even the number of times where I failed a move, he couldn't help not to snigger
Did he
under
have a
his own breath.
Did he have a traumatic encounter with a mobile by any chance?
I don't know. I probably have to ask him about that. As long as he doesn't get too cryptic about it as he does.
Let's break in the fourth wall again.
Well, honestly, I don't even know. I just feel like he would have encountered that. Let's just say.
Well,
Okay, time to take a shot.
Trying to take a shot.
Well, you're happy to believe in whatever outside world you believe in.
Hey, what I believe is smiles and pie and trying to cheer people up. So, no moping, people. We got adventures to do, we got a ghosty to bust, and we got people to save and try and figure out whether a guy did the murder. So, we're cool,
Indeed.
right?
Yes.
Right.
And perhaps when this is all over, I may tell you a bit more about my past. But until then, I suggest we get some rest and keep an eye out. We are near enemy territory, pretty much.
Damn, this music is creepy. I love it. Like, if you're not in Roll20 right now, or not, watch together right now, you're missing
am.
out.
I mean, I figured we'd all be in roll 20.
Yeah, watch together, because this is some spooky shit. It's fading out now, but you just missed a bit.
Yeah, I need to basically set up a
I'm-
link on my PC. I haven't got a link for it on here.
It's in the pinned. On
It's
the
pinned in the
Discord.
Discord. Yeah. I
Okay.
restarted the track.
Yeah, look it, okay?
You dork.
Is-
Yes,
Uh,
it lives. I see what you put.
so is everyone kind of wandering off to do their own thing at this point?
I would guess Dariana's just trying to nap.
Then, following that conversation, just kind of a half grin is looking at everyone, wander off, falling a bit. She's
Oh, yeah,
going
that's
to
And loud.
wander off towards Chira and kind of sit in a bit of a ball next to her. Hi, it's me again, Avela. Remember me?
Yes, pie girl. You okay?
I mean, my name is Avela. I have a name. I love pie, but it's not my name. Otherwise, I'd be Avela Pie Dracanis, and that's just weird. And
My
delicious.
bad. My bad, dear. I have my ways of how I pronounce you all.
And I have my ways of. You know, something Ixavan just said about as cheesy as it was with his small ball eaten by a mentor.
More ball eaten by a mentor?
More ball eaten by mentor.
Okay.
How much did you have to drink before we got here?
Nothing but Avela.
Was the pie drugged?
It's a witch drug.
Have you
That's a
been
secret.
roofied?
I ate out.
That's why all the pies make everybody happy, because she just drugs them.
She's just passing
Anyway.
she's just passing out edibles.
It takes us one bite, and the first thing you see, don't worry, be happy.
Oh,
You freaking happy.
sorry, go ahead.
But yes, as cheesy it was, what he said about, knowing himself, and I've been thinking a bit, as difficult as that probably is for me, about with Kali, and she seems really, really sad, and a lot of resentment and hate, maybe either from her or Avatar thing, or it's just.
I'm listening.
I guess I know a thing or two about hate because I kind of came from it. In a way.
You came from it? You always seem so happy.
Yeah, Mom and Dad never exactly liked each other. I mean, I wasn't always a Dragoon. I come from like these drawn tribes where Mom and Dad are leaders of the rival ones, and they really, really hate each other, and sometimes that hate gets expressed in weird ways that results in happy mistakes. Hi.
I can't.
I kind of got raised by my mother. She was kind of intense. The only time I'd ever see her smile while it wasn't dropping a meteor on the heads of her enemies was when it was just us. Growing up, Dad never really bothered. Like, he didn't really know what to do with me. Maybe because I was raised in the enemy tribe. But, I mean, they'd argue and fight, sometimes ally, but mostly fight. And, I don't know, it was just the whole thing was just being strongest and the best and lording it over everyone else. I mean, I was raised to be a warrior like everyone, taught to use a spear, went through all the initiations, and kind of, I guess I was expected to just do what everyone else did, be all grumpy faced and fight and serious. It's just, mum, dad, everyone was miserable all the time, so I kind of need to be the happy one to make everyone smile and laugh, and it didn't really work, so I kind of left. I haven't seen him in a while. I traveled, became a dragoon, became an adventurer, and there's Carly. She reminds me of them, I guess.
I'm sorry you went through that, dear. I didn't know that.
I guess maybe I overdo it. I don't know.
I wouldn't worry too much, dear. Much as I don't show it, and it does get a bit annoying, I do admire that happiness and positivity you try to give everyone.
And I appreciate you're the grumpy grandmother I never had. Because
Dear,
they were already dead.
well, if I can be some help, that's a good thing. Dear, I've been around for years, and these stories never get easier every time I keep going. It's hard to be happy sometimes. There's a reason why I'm acting the way I am. I shouldn't even be getting close to you lot, yet here I am doing it again.
How how do I help her? Because I don't want to fail again. Like I did mum and dad. I don't even know if they've killed each other yet. Kinda don't want to go back because I'm scared to find the answer.
I want to give you a straight answer, dear, but in all my years of seeing everything in this world, monsters, spirits, all kinds of things, this would be a first for me. All I think I can say is just don't make her feel pressured. Take it slowly, give her her space, and don't make her feel like an enemy. It won't help anything. Trust me, dear. I've seen a lot. I've lost a lot of people that I've traveled with. The last thing I need to see is more people getting hurt. Because if I see one more person die in a group with me, I don't think I can take anymore.
It's weird. I mean, Mum's tribe kind of believes that when we die, we get reincarnated in another kid. You can tell by the eyes. Never really kind of bought into it. Seems like it's just a reason to get riled up and not be scared when you die in a fight.
I mean, that's what. If that's what they believe. My thing is that she just pokes her on her nose. You're you. You're the way you are. There's nobody that be like you except you.
Now, I'm definitely my own Avela Dracanis. my own past life was apparently some warrior like the rest. Doesn't really seem like me, does it?
Again, dear, I've seen a lot. Nothing really surprises me anymore, and I don't assume. You just take it day by day. You get to know the people how they are, and you learn to accept them. Kali's got her own past that she has to deal with, may it be painful or not. But if we treat her anything worse than a monster, it won't help her. She needs to feel accepted.
You're a super wise old lady.
Dear, I'm 300 years old. I'd hope I'm least wise by now.
Here, kind of takes out the final pie. Share?
Long as you share it with me. I can't eat us all by myself.
I bet you're glad you didn't crush it.
I still have my staff in my hand.
But
Don't.
then you can't eat it and it's tasty and nice.
Alright. Bonk. I'll take a slice.
Nine.
I will pout at you and I will pout at you until you have eaten your share of pie.
She takes a slice and eats it.
That is better.
Thank you, Avelia. Avila.
Ah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Avela Dracanis.
Thank you, Avila.
The happy one, not the miserable dead one. Definitely wasn't that woman, even if we have the same eyes.
I could go for a slice of pie.
You are a sneaky bat!
Ixaban just comes out of nowhere.
Sneaky bit.
Just
How long?
I got
Okay,
bored.
okay, mister. How long have you been standing there and how much of that did you hear?
Enough.
Chira?
I
Chira?
won't tell this to the others if you don't want me to. You have my word.
Chira, my super amazing grumpy grandmother I never had. Can I borrow the staff a minute?
No, dear.
Please,
Trust me.
just this once for some just desserts, please. The eyes
She-
as strong as you can.
Chira holds the staff really tightly. I'd prefer not, dear. This thing is very sentimental to me.
In that case,
And besides, I have given you my word, and my word I live by.
I know.
Still, you were eavesdropping. Bonk.
Yay!
Next time, ask permission. I shouldn't have to tell you kiddos this.
I deserve that. But at least I still got it.
Not kid. I'm 20. I'm an adult.
You are definitely the youngest here.
Uh,
At least mine-wise.
Dears, I'm 300 years old. You're all kids.
I'm in my 40s, so I haven't got anything to
You're
say.
still a child.
I'm a dragon. I'm ferocious and rare.
And that's why I called you Old Man Bird.
Okay, we got more age droppers. It's a Moogle. Moogle alert.
I thought I shook you off.
You can never shake off the Moogle. We tried.
It's like the scene in Shaun of the Dead where the camera keeps panning to show that there are more people in the conversation than you thought.
Yep.
Okay, Miss.
No, not Shaun of the
Okay.
Dead. Hot Fuzz? Was it Hot Fuzz? Shaun of the Dead? I don't know which one it was.
Okay,
I
Miss
mean-
Moogle. I may not be able to do the
Did do
bonk,
that.
but I have an equally great punishment for someone
It was
who does not like the typical Moogle thing. So pinch his cheeks.
Don't touch me!
Your whiskers are irritated.
You're all loud.
You will be punished, Kupo, and I will see you as being adorable.
Don't touch the cheeks. I hate it.
And I grab him. That's enough poking. As he just pulls him away. Pulls away.
So, Callie, you're seeing all of this happen.
Yeah,
I would
Callie's
assume-
up in a tree.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, she sees it, but she can't hear very much what's going on.
I don't know why, but I can just. Yeah, don't touch me. She's flailing her little arms.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Picking on someone smaller than you isn't a fair fight.
He has a gun.
So,
That practically
matter.
makes her a giant. She has bullets.
I have a gun. Your argument is invalid.
Exactly weird God voice that no one else can hear.
I'm going to walk away from you all.
And I
Yeah,
see you
you
up
see-
there, Miss Caddy, spying on us from the tree. I'ma poke you too one day.
You can just see Madeline
Air
just running.
poke.
Did you say air poke?
Yep, she's
No.
poking you from afar.
then it's time to poke you off to bed. Off you go.
Okay, Grandpa.
What's your tongue?
Okay. And unless there's anything else,
I mean, if I can, I'll just check up on Kali. I won't take too long.
she's littering up in a tree, so.
I can look up at her. I mean, it depends on how high she is in the tree, I guess.
Dogs do struggle to look up.
Shira just walks over to Kali. You okay up there?
Fine.
Can't say it's much comfortable up in a tree. You sure you don't want to be on the ground?
This actually relaxes me.
Well, as long as it relaxes you. That's good. Just know we are here for you, dear.
I think
Nobody-
it's just best if I stay away from everybody right now.
Understand. Well, then she just sits at the trunk of the tree where Kali is. Well, I won't bother you. I'm just gonna rest here.
Such loving grandma.
She is best, Grim.
Yeah, this is great.
Have a good rest, Kali.
Good night.
Alright.
There you go.
And so y'all bunk down after that. You take a travel rest. Your HP and MP are all brought back up to max, as you were pretty much all pretty close to max anyway.
Like now, sadly, have been mentioned.
Yep. And after that, short time after the night passes, dawn comes. It's still dark as piss in this forest, so you can't really see very effectively, but you do get a bit of second-hand light coming from the clearing you had spied up ahead before you made camp. And you can see shafts of sunlight coming down into that. You can
Okay.
hear distant wildlife as you're coming to, the distant cawing and chirping of birds, and the rustling of the bushes as little creatures go skittering through. What?
Honey, why are you rolling?
That's just a thing that he does. When he gets up, he scourges around to see if there's anything around. From the old days, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Do remember to announce your rolls before you roll.
Yes, please tell me you're doing things before you roll the fucking dice.
So, I'm doing a scavenge check for any food or something, or any food that's.
I mean, what's
I'm
your scavenge
surprised.
skill? What's the total?
The total is 7 because I only have 3.
7.
Scavenge.
I mean, you find some fruits, nuts, and berries that are safe to eat, but don't confer any stat bonuses, so you're taken care of food-wise.
Yep.
Why do I want to marry you again?
Well then.
Because you love me.
I'll think about it.
I know about it.
We have such a strange, like, the two relationships in this
Starting off-
party are so...
Opposite.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is outwardly, of course.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway,
in
so
game, they probably wouldn't have. In game, my characters probably won't have the relationship, but in real life, yes.
okay, so how are y'all proceeding? It is morning. You can see a clearing up ahead. What you doing?
So I
Once you're
see.
clearing.
So I see creepy ruins and stuff that is probably going to try and kill us ahead.
That's usually
Yeah.
how it works.
Unless
Yeah,
you can,
no shit.
unless you think we can make friends with the ghostie that's been kidnapping the people of two villages.
I doubt that.
I doubt a pie
Yeah.
will get you anywhere.
Yeah, I kind of used the last pie last night, unless you count these petrified ones I used for throwing at people.
Yeah.
Petrified
remind
pie.
me to never eat your when you're throwing.
Well, I won't have to worry about that. I had a little breakfast earlier, so.
You didn't get me any?
I was just saying, I have also a few extras if anyone is interested. A few nuts and berries I managed to find.
Please.
Here you go.
I don't know why, but the deadpan poutiness makes her even more adorable.
Call me adorable, I'll shoot you.
So cute.
It's also going to be an opposite thing when on removal in the next campaign, because as soon as Aeon hears, like, oh, you're so adorable. I'm adorable! Goodbye!
And there's the Koopa. And they're both dead.
I almost had a heart attack. This too cute.
I'm just imagining Madeline and Aeon together. It's like, I'll shoot you! Love!
So are you proceeding into the clearing?
Yes, we're going into the clearing now.
Okay.
Yes.
So
You
stepping
Get
into
your
the
heart back in place.
yeah. So stepping into
Melted. It's gone.
So stepping into the clearing, you are greeted to the sight of a large circle of old, mossy, broken brickwork, surrounded by pillars that you imagine might have once held up a gazebo-style roof of some description, but that has since been removed and eroded with the passage of time and the assault of the elements. In the center of this clearing, the circular sort of plaza, there is a larger circle of grass, in the middle of which is a sort of almost like a fountain, albeit long since dried. And at the far end of this clearing, you can see a vertical-ish sheer stone wall rising up, naturally part of the mountainside. And you can see an enormous circular stone door set into that mountainside, albeit it comes with some interesting vines covering it, thick and dense, all along. And I will give you a visual.
Uh-oh, battle map.
Yay!
Not battle map, just dungeon map.
What?
This is technically the first floor of the dungeon.
Dungeon map.
Okay. Very.
And just for reference, Avela is once again walking next to Carly. Not unbearably close, to the point where she's getting in personal space this time, but
Okay.
kind of respectfully next to her and keeping her company, sort of thing.
All right. All right. So, what do y'all wish to do?
Well, I guess get closer to the door would be the only thing we can look, unless anybody wants to do something else.
Can I,
Good.
moving forward, can I have a quick examine of the fountain, see if anything's in the water?
Well, like I said, it's long dried. There isn't any water. At this point, it's basically just a big stone bowl with one of the sides broken open.
Any gill like people toss in?
Make an awareness or a scavenge check, your choice.
Which one's higher? That would be awareness. Right.
Very foreboding music going on right now.
Only an 8.
I love it.
Only an 8. You're not seeing any coins here, no. Just like some
Ah.
mold. Looks like a couple mushrooms.
I really need to raise my luck stat.
Maybe while Ixavan and Avelia are looking at the fountain, do you all want to go to the door and take a look at it?
I'll go. Nobody knows.
Alright. So,
Ixavan, do you see any coins? You're a bird, you can track things, right?
You like shiny things?
You have nests and things.
does that count as being racist? Is that racist?
Racist ones though?
Unintentionally, because she's childish as fuck, but yeah.
Well, you could definitely see a huge frown upon his face.
The
I'm just staring
disappointed
at you.
grandpa.
It's like, I beg your fucking pardon? I'm not a crow. I'm an Ixo, damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Look, but less of the bird remarks.
Alright, so while
She
Avela...
just tilts her head and looks at you in innocent confusion.
So while Avela's pulling a Thanatos, the rest of you, as you're approaching the vines over the stone door, you see, as you're approaching, no need to roll for this, it's very apparent, you can actually see a series of glowing white runes etched into the circular door frame.
Well, like I said, I look, but less of the bird marks. And that's my roll. It's 11.
And what are you looking for?
What she wanted, like, a gill or anything like that.
You find exactly what she found. You are confident there are no coins left here. If there were shinies, the other birds took the shinies long ago.
Thanks you for trying anyway. Hug. And we skip off.
Okay.
Hey.
Alright, but yeah, there are, like I was saying, there are glowing white runes along the outer frame of the door.
Very interesting.
These look like magic things. I do not know what to do with magic things. They tingly and they glow.
So what, do we have to solve it to get inside?
Ariana, you're super smart. How do door?
Well, I would assume...
Literally just over Kira.
I would assume open it.
Alright, she's gonna try and open it.
I mean, there are thick-ass vines in the way that are keeping you from getting to the actual door.
She's going to attempt to chop the vines with her sharp stick.
Allow me.
All right,
Oh my gosh.
if you two are attacking the vines, both please go ahead and
Oh boy.
either make a force check or roll damage. Your choice. Also,
Punch
if
vines
anyone
and stab.
if anyone has any interest in trying to figure out what the runes mean, you can make a lore magic check.
I'll do that, you know.
I don't have that.
All right.
I have no lore magic.
I will
So-
try.
okay,
Let's see
so-
if old grandma remembers.
It's straight up
Come on,
damage. You don't need to roll to
Critical-
hit.
Critical success.
Yeah,
Critical
yeah.
success.
Well, hang on, I thought you said like force or something.
Force
You can choose.
or roll damage, your pick.
Oh, he got a critical success. I see the dice. Again! Motherfucker!
Dice are certainly impressive when they are in your hand. Damn. Either way, all right.
Darkness.
Well,
It's 2d6, right? And then.
yes, 2d6 and your lore magic.
Yep. Alright.
So,
I
are
like
the
how
vines
I put
obliterated?
Madeline next to Kira.
Oh, that's pretty high.
Oh, so close.
All right.
Double
Chira,
five.
with your lore magic. So, we'll do Chira while Ixavan just starts steadily dismantling the vines. Like, Ixavan, you come up to Avela, hold out a claw like, allow me. And it's going and just start ripping the shit apart viciously. It's honestly kind of scary.
As
But,
he's
um,
doing that, Avela's miming a cheerleader routine in the background.
Oh my
Then I will
god.
move you back here then.
She's like using her like spear as a
Ixavan, who's the man you are? You're the
baton.
big bird man.
Oh my god! That's amazing how you did that.
And it amazingly works as he's furiously.
I
It's amazingly working.
Okay.
He's now furiously even ripping them apart even faster.
Okay, Avela, do me a favor. Make a performance check while you're doing that and while you're rolling that. Chira!
Good thing I have things in performance.
Okay, I'll call on your dice roll in a minute, but for one thing, Chira. Looking at the runes and trying to focus through Ixavon's violent deconstruction of the vines and Avela's, cheerleading routine, you're able to deduce easily enough that these wards make up a remarkably potent warding spell that prevent the passage of undead entities. There is nothing undead that could pass through this ward. At least not without being ridiculously powerful.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing none of us are undead.
For performance, I got 12.
12. It's a pretty good performance, all things considered. Not your best work, but it's good all the same.
After Chira figures all that out, she just shakes her head. She's like, I'm surprised I even remembered that.
Meanwhile, we have a freaking gold watching right next to you, just watch.
Well, regardless. Now then. So, the vines are removed and the circular doorway is no longer obstructed. And you now know that the runes prevent the passage of undead.
The door has been cleared.
Wow.
Yay!
Thanks.
Wow, Birdman.
I have a name, but thanks.
Yeah, but Ixalan didn't really rhyme with much.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I rhymed man with man, but hush.
I'm gonna still call you Birdman either way.
Are we going to open the door or are we going to stand here bickering?
I think Excellen's has already pushed it.
Okay. So, Ixavon, you kind of shake your head and you step forward and you push open the big doors. And they lead into a large circular stone chamber. In
Open the door to the next floor!
Shut up. In the center of the chamber, you can see a large statue, an older one, that appears to be a representation, well, it's some sort of towering, hulking, lion-like figure. Big billowing mane, bipedal, so like a tall anthro lion. There's horns coming out the back of the head, razor-sharp teeth. And the the pedestal around the base of the statue appears to be reminiscent of petrified fire, almost. And there is a large brazier in the floor right in front of said statue. You can see interesting imagery along the walls, looking mostly to just be abstract decorative patterns. But off to the left and to the right, you can see these two, they look almost like handlebar-style wheels made of stone with a colored gem set into the wall above each. One is purple, the one on the right, and on the left-hand side, it's green. And beyond the statue, on the far end of the chamber, there is another large circular stone door, but this one does not appear to open in the same manner as the one you just pushed open. It looks more like a rolling sort. And you can see a dull, uncolored, and unlit gem set into the frame around that door.
So the right was green, what was the left?
Purple.
Favorite color?
Well, guess first thing to do is step in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
So,
god.
these are just walls or doors.
Those are indicators of where the wheels that I mentioned are.
So, green right, purple left, crystal and lion thing in the middle, door at the end.
Mm-hmm. This right here, the smaller big circle, is a brazier, and then the bigger dark circle, that's a statue of a big lion-looking thing.
Is there anything... The brazier isn't lit. Is there anything to light it?
I mean, there's a bunch of wood stacked up. Doesn't look like it's currently... there's not any torches around, though. At least none that are lit. There are a couple torches sconced into the walls, but those are unlit at present.
And those wheels, does it look like there's anything actively to turn them, like cranks or anything?
Like I said, they're like handlebar wheels. Like you would grab them like a steering wheel on a ship and you would rotate.
She's gonna wander over the wheel to one of the wheels and just turn one.
All right.
I am a pirate, steering my ship.
So you take hold of the bars and you turn them, and there's this loud grinding of stone. And as you're slowly rotating it, you see that the green gem in the wall slides off to the side, out of view, behind the wall, leaving this sort of just depression in the wall that's in the same shape as the gem, which is like diamond-shaped and about as big as like your fist. You've rotated for another couple seconds before a different gem slides into view. This one, purple.
Ooh, they're both purple now. Bit of symmetry.
Yep. Once it slides into place and you have these two different purple gems there, you suddenly feel a tingling in the air. And like anyone who like has like short-ish hair, you can kind of feel the ends of your hair just like gently starting to stand up, like you're holding a balloon up to it after rubbing it against a wall a bunch.
My hair's gone all staticky. This is magic. Did I do magic? I'm a mage.
So is Madeline like completely like just pooped out?
Yes, Madeline is now poofed out. You're
That's
already
just adorable.
you were already poofy, and now you're more poofy.
Avela sees Madeline and just squeeze.
What did you do?
I turned a thing, I was a pirate, and then everything was purple.
Why?
Hurting me.
Well, seems like we got a puzzle to open the door, and there was a wheel, so I turned the wheel. Kind of simple.
Oh,
What do you
no.
ask?
Have you ever heard of the term, it could have been a trap?
Yeah, but then you trigger the trap, and then you defeat the trap and be awesome.
Those purple crystals.
Yeah?
Are they lightning oriented?
Make a lore magic check.
Of course, I have to say that when I have no lore magic. Can I just have? Can I
Don't
just
look at
say?
me, I don't have any.
I don't have any either.
I mean, you can ask.
Just say, yeah,
Can
so you can ask me.
Say, like, since Chira's right next to her, like, can she just say like she's looking at Chira when she asks that?
Okay, I will do my roll. Ask the old grandma that has stopped learning magic for years that
Well, you're
to remember.
Well, you're the only one here who has lore magic other than the NPC man.
The witch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Ariana has
Okay.
5 in it, but she won't roll on it unless you guys prompt her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to go to her. Grandma doesn't remember very well.
While they're talking about that,
I mean,
Avela's
to be
gonna-
fair, this is very basic information. You only needed a 5 to get this. Yeah.
Hey!
This is like the lowest difficulty
Look at
roll. Yes, these purple gems are generating electricity magic. So this is you have effectively, with these two gems lining up, created a lightning elemental field.
You say between these two gems there was
So much poop on Madeline.
You said that between these two gems there was a slot where another gem could go?
Well, you turned it.
No,
and it
when
turned
you were
it.
rotating it, when you rotated that wheel, the gem in the wall behind the wheel slid back in and then rotated with like a hidden wheel that's behind the wall, like a mechanism. And then when you finished rotating it, a different gem slid into place. You basically have like a big stone wheel behind the wall with different gems in it, and when you turn the wheel, you're basically just rotating to a new gem.
The way you sounded made it sound like there was a slot between the two gems that were appearing.
No, my bad.
Alright, so if Avela turns it a bit more, what appears then?
All right, rotating it again. Turns to blue.
Water.
So
And the staticky effect in the air immediately fades. And Madeline depoofs.
Then she just goes all wet.
So, and then there's a crystal in this door, you said?
There are 3 crystals set into the frame around it, but they are all currently dull and unlit.
Okay.
So if it keeps turning, it just go through all the various magic elements.
Yep.
Was there a
Which-
fire one?
There was I think there was like in the center there was something like what was it? Repeat again what's in the middle.
Okay.
Lion.
The smaller of the 2 dark circles is a brazier, like for lighting a big fire, and then there's a statue of a tall lion guy in the bigger circle with what appears to be a stylized sculpture of fire around his feet.
So try seeing if maybe you could turn it to like anything that would represent fire. That probably.
Hey, give me a moment. Before she does that, she turns it back to lightning to make Madeline poof again.
Madeline, you poof
Oh
again.
my god! I'm going to go over and bonk you. Stop playing around.
She is so cute.
Ixvan,
They're
you wanna
not-
go turn the other one?
I go. I
Alright.
bet very nasty
Freaking learning.
effects.
Alright, fine. I'll put it back to fire. Yeesh.
Yep, you
No.
give it another couple rotations, and eventually you find the orangish red crystal that represents fire.
And now Ixvan turns his to fire.
All right. You turn them both to fire, and the air immediately starts to feel significantly warmer and drier.
You don't think we just made an incinerator for ourselves, do we?
Not like uncomfortably hot, but definitely just warm and dry. Whereas outside it's kind of cool and damp because, swamp. All right. And upon doing that, you actually see the gems set into the frame around the door light up, but only a little bit. And they're matching the color of the fire gems.
Ah.
Okay.
You know, I
That's
never
a
really
good
understood places like this. Who actually designed these elaborate locking mechanisms for their door? It seems really inconvenient.
Someone who loves a complicated design to keep people out.
Or keep something in.
Can you imagine if this was like the key to your front door? You'd never get inside.
So,
The fuck's the front door?
Kali's gonna be staring at the brazier after that, and then pulling out her scythe. She's like, I wonder, could she? The scythe has fire strike, so like if she just like cuts into the wood a little bit, would it spark?
If you will it so, sure.
Yeah, she's gonna see if she can light the brazen with her scythe.
Okay, so you pull out the scythe, you hold it close, and a few sparks sort of come off the blade of your scythe, and after a moment, the brazier immediately ignites very rapidly, very fully, and very brightly, creating this bright orange glow all across the room. And at the same moment that happens, the gems in the door frame glow even brighter.
I did a smart.
Callie, that's our girl. Look how that scythe goes swirl.
I don't know why I just
You
Like-
have to
like
teach
glaring
me
at her.
how to do that, because that's amazing that you can just rhyme, and perfectly in good
I
sentences.
spent that entire description of that fire lighting figuring out what I was going to say.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What
sorry?
do you want from me?
Oh, you're being attacked by your pets, okay.
Being attacked by the ferret.
Nice job, Kali.
Alright.
Just she just kind of blushes and looks away.
Dariana will walk by and pat you on the shoulder as she's passing.
Uh-oh.
Good job. And she'll keep going.
And she jumps back and like hides behind the brazen.
Dariana's already heading for the door.
Wait, you say one of the crystals is lit.
All 3 of the crystals around the door are glowing brightly in the fire elemental color now.
Good.
And
But the door itself has still yet to open.
Says.
Does it have a handle?
One missing.
There is no handle. It looks to be a rolling door. Like a vault door almost. When you can only surmise that there is some condition you're still missing to make it slide open.
Both crystals are fire, and the brazen is lit.
What if you put fire on the door?
I mean, it's possible.
That's right.
You,
Well-
you do.
Well, since everybody already knows what it is, and Callie... So Callie's just gonna like... Can she put her hand, like, on the crystals? Or she just put her hand on the door?
Yeah, you can put your hand on the door.
And just kind of channeling the avatar, just try to channel fire into the door?
Sure, I'll allow it for this. So you concentrate for a second. The rest of you kind of hear a faintly in the air, the sort of hissing, rattling noise before the few little puffs of flame come out of Kali's hand onto the door. And then a bunch of previously hidden runes and patterns and insignias and geometric shapes light up red all around it in various rings before it slides back about 6 inches and rolls slowly off to the side and out of the way, revealing a narrow passage heading down at a steep angle into darkness.
I value the cheers and applauds.
Excellent work.
And she's again going to just hide behind her hair.
All right.
Yeah, there's a Mad Madeline.
Mad Madeline.
Coming
Mad
from...
Little Google, just right next to it.
It's the Aosia version of Mad Max. Madeline.
Oh god.
Well, anyways, again, you have a narrow passage heading down now.
Narrow. How many
I
across?
feel like I kind of cheated a little bit with that room. That or you just made it specifically for Colleen.
I made it specifically so that you would need the fire element, but I did have it in mind that there would be ways around it. But regardless, you sorted it out.
How many people can... Is it single file or...
Single file,
by
yeah.
two?
I'm going to need a marching order here.
Alright. Tank... Ixavan, you're the tankiest tanky person here who can... Thanks a lot. You first?
Mm-hmm.
The tankiest tanky person that tanks a lot.
Could you speak a bit more of a language I can understand?
You take it. You go first. Take it so we don't.
Oh, no. I think there's more of a bouncy personality sort of thing.
The thing is, since I'm super bouncy, if I just get hit, I'll just go flying all over all the walls. You know, it's a mess. Boing, 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 to emphasize she just starts, like,
Good
hopping
point.
along like she's on a space hopper.
Tigger.
Yeah.
In that case, we shall both go. You be the bounce
my-
if I get hit.
I'll be right behind you.
Aegis
Okay.
grabs her.
Okay,
It's
so
single file, so we can't be side by side.
we've got Ixavan and then Avela. Who's third? Please don't move your tokens. I'm
No,
trying to get a
I'll do
line
it.
set up. Okay, Madeline in third.
Mostly because there is a mostly because of Bailey, because she hit and Bailey bent the back of the head for making her 4 feet.
Madeline
It's
holds a
also
grudge.
a risk.
Damn.
It's also a risk putting you so close to the cheek pinching machine.
Oh my god! Who's calling?
Okay. Who next?
Stop!
I'll be fourth.
Bless you.
Thank you.
At 4. I would assume that would put Kali in 5 and Dariana in 6. All right. There is our marching order. So, With that, you descend down into the darkness. And it takes you a while. It is a lengthy voyage, or not voyage, like, you're walking for like a good 5 or so minutes through a very dark, narrow corridor. Every so often as you're going, you look off to the side and you think you see that there were like side passages, but they've since been caved in, leaving just this one narrow corridor heading down and down, occasionally turning and rotating a bit. You feel like this might have once been an enormous, elaborate complex of a shrine, but only this one narrow descending passage remains unobstructed. And eventually, it begins to become less straightforward. It's like the passage, the natural, or like the constructed stairway begins to bleed and morph into something a bit more naturally shaped. And it begins to spread out, becoming more like just a natural cave system that turns on itself, widens out, narrows. But eventually, if you'll give me just a second to transition us to new map.
Transition.
And also out of character, there was almost gonna be a fair funeral.
Oh boy. Concerning.
Because I was eating pizza and I left it for a few seconds. All I see is my ferret just literally having the freaking pizza in his mouth.
That is quite the caper.
It was about to drag it in his.
Alright, so the passage is widening out, and it's continuing further ahead, and you think you can just faintly hear the sounds of running water echoing from further below. You guys do have visual on your tokens, right? You're at the bottom of the map.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Proceed as you will, then.
March, hi-ho.
Hey-ho. It's off to work we go, with a
All right.
bucket and a spade and a on a pie. Hi-ho.
Oh my god.
All right. So you continue your way down for a while yet, and eventually you come to the end of the seemingly more natural part of this cavern system and back out into more constructed into a more constructed environment, as it immediately widens out into this very large chamber with low-level illumination. The ceiling is extraordinarily high. Off to the left and right, you can see these little... I'm not really sure how to describe them. Extensions, pedestals almost, that reach out into these deep pools of water that have been built into the sides of the room and head down, providing these shifting, dancing patterns and webs of light across the walls. There is faint illumination provided by colored spheres, colored glowing spheres embedded into these pedestals. In the middle of the room, there is another large statue, but this one is of a more strictly humanoid figure. Sparsely dressed, but hulking in terms of scale and musculature, with an enormous greatsword in hand, standing tall, straight, and proud, the tip of the greatsword stabbed into the floor at the base of the statue pedestal, and wearing a thick stone helmet. At the far end of the room, you can see another door, though this one appears very stylistically inconsistent with the rest of the structure.
6 of us in 6 different sections. Why am I not surprised?
So, those green dots, you say they're more elemental things?
There are colored spheres in each of these little side extrusions.
Yes. Are they giving off any, like, magics? I mean, like, is the purple one giving off sparks?
They're definitely glowing. There's definitely something magical about them, but they don't seem to be, like, emitting, like, effects outwardly, not at present, at least.
There are 6 of them in different colors, so just
And a
Character, I'm probably just saying fire, water, earth, wind, lightning, ice.
and then a statue of a man. Does it have any sort of elemental thing around the man, like the last statue?
You're not saying anything of the sort. Just appears to be a statue of a big Herculean muscular guy with a greatsword.
Well, let's hope the Fire Nation.
If he's a that kind of statue, is he wearing clothing?
He's got like a loincloth covering his so like he's got like he's got a thick metal helmet, he's got big bracers, he's got a loincloth going. Looks like he has boots, but other than that he is running free willy.
Oh,
So let's hope the Fire Nation doesn't attack this place. Anyway.
That is a reference I do not get.
Oh. Given the size of that statue, I think the real guy was really compensating for something.
Yes, but let's stay focused on the task at hand. We have another puzzle to solve.
Agreed.
I don't know, the view's pretty distracting.
I'll get you out of your distraction.
Don't look up the quilt.
you said it, and it's gonna happen.
Children,
Nice.
please.
Kalia's gonna go walk over to the door.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
And
so
what does she see on said door?
all right, it is stylistically and aesthetically very inconsistent with the rest of the structure. While everything else here looked like it was built with some manner of like reverence in mind, this looks more like it's strictly practical. And like it was chiseled into the wall and added later. Go ahead and make an awareness check for me as you're looking it over.
Awareness. I do have some.
I see that Avela has walked over to the statue and Ixavan has walked over to one of the spheres. We will get to you two in a minute. Please don't move your tokens anymore. I will have things for you to say.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Madeline is stuck with the grandmas.
All right.
Meanwhile.
All right. An 11 from Callie. All right. Yep, that'll do it. Looking over this door, you find it's very, very subtle, but you can see it's almost like someone drew something onto the door with some manner of grease, leaving just this very faint discoloration, but it is visible. And it's some sort of large, archaic rune, just sort of drawn onto the door.
Okay. So I'm guessing probably lower magic or something to figure out what that is.
You can certainly roll that.
That's what happens when you go ahead.
So, everyone, this place is like super sacred to the goblins, right?
The area outside of it was, at least. I don't imagine they ventured very far in.
So
It's
would
not-
it be a really bad idea if I climbed up and drew a mustache on this statue?
Yes!
Please do not.
Right, by the way,
insult.
Avela, as you're at the base of that statue, you just kind of look up a little bit. And it appears that whoever made the statue was not concerned about anatomic correctness. There's nothing under there.
I'm disappointed.
So for goodness sake, this ain't the Greeks or the Romans, man.
Who the heck is that? Breaking the fourth wall's my job.
I.
Okay.
Yeah, just whatever.
What about Ixavan?
All right, and Ixavan, what are you doing at this purple rock here?
Probably examining it and figuring out what it has to do with this worm.
All right, make an awareness check.
I guess.
Oh dear. Okay.
Bad roll.
I mean, it's not the highest roll.
Higher than
9.
that.
Disappointed it's
Again.
not critical success.
9. Okay,
Yeah, but
looking...
I keep getting the 9.
Okay, 9. Looking the stone over for a second, it doesn't look like it's necessarily feeding or doing anything in particular to the wider room. Though when you look past it at the wall behind it across the water, you do see a depiction, a sort of artistic and stylized carving of what appears to be a skeletal figure in robes, sort of presiding over a court of coffins.
Oh. With that in mind, he's going to suspect the other ones when he saw that
Okay.
one by one.
I'll have
right.
Chira go talk to Kali.
Okay. And what's Madeline doing?
Just being with her. Just like
Just hanging out?
She's just floating there for support.
Okay. Okay.
When
we'll,
she's needed mostly.
okay, we'll get to you in a minute, Chira. We'll get to you in a minute,
Take your
Chira.
time.
For now, we'll talk about what Ixavan is seeing. At the yellow sphere, Ixavan, again, like, you're not seeing it necessarily feeding anything into the room in particular, though you do feel slightly lighter on your feet as you approach. And as you look past it to the wall, you see what appears to be a very slim and agile bird flying through the air as the artistic depiction.
If only I could fly. Goes to the next one.
Okay. At the
Thanks for reminding me, little puffball.
All right. For the red one,
Can I be a jerk right now? I'm sorry.
what are you gonna do?
I want Chira to like hear that, and she just says, "Hey, Ixavan, look what I can do." And I have an ability where just Chira can levitate.
Okay, so
use that just to show off?
you mean your levitate job ability that
Yes,
perpetuates?
yes.
Okay, yeah. So Chira, you reveal that you can just fly and you just say screw gravity.
I'm tired of walking.
Especially you just see Chira just go up, just up.
You must teach me your ways, wise one.
You need to be stopped.
Why is Grumpy Grandma floating? How does one do that?
When you get to my age, I'll teach you.
That could be a chance.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, Ixavan.
Go ahead.
So, Ixavan, you looking at the red gem there. At the wall behind it, you see what appears to be another stylized depiction of a figure, sort of holding outstretched hands, sort of this elderly, bearded-looking individual, outstretched palms down towards what appears to be like an army, and that army is just like melting under his hands.
I imagine I feel the warmth of that area a bit.
You feel your skin kind of tingling and itching with warmth a bit, yeah. But it's weird. It doesn't feel like fiery heat. It doesn't feel like traditional heat. It just feels more like to get kind of technical, it just feels like your atoms are getting excited.
Strange.
All right. Heading over to the blue sphere, looking at the wall behind it, you see a towering golem of a creature with these gargantuan segmented tower shields in each hand. Just sort of standing tall and firm.
No effect?
I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing anything, strictly speaking. You feel more durable around it, but that's about it.
Oh.
Like your muscles like tighten a bit. Anyways,
I just thought of something.
go on.
Like, if he ever goes to the lightning element thing, why did I imagine his feathers just up?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Well, if ever he has.
All right, so at the green one, Ixavan, you look past it at the wall and you see what appears to be, it looks like some manner of plant-based animal, gargantuan in scale, like a living flower with plenty of vine-like tentacles reaching out, and this big carnivorous mouth spreading open to point up towards the sky with looks like a shower of seeds flying into the air like meteors. You just feel like a lump in your throat looking at it in proximity of the green sphere.
And the final one.
Moving up to the white sphere, you look at it, you look past it, and what you see etched into the wall is what appears to be sort of a somber-looking woman dressed in what almost looks like funeral robes. And all around her are a series of hourglasses and clocks. All the clocks are set to midnight and all of the hourglasses have had their sand drained fully to the bottom.
Are any of these spheres removable? Can you move them?
Looks like it, yeah. They're not like held in place, they're just sort of set into recessions and depressions in the pedestals they're in, the altars.
Before we get to that, can we see what Chira finds out about the room?
Yeah, let's turn to Chira now,
Yeah.
because we addressed that. So, Chira, what's up?
Go ahead.
Kira floats to Kali. And she
Chira,
does-
there's a rune here. Can you read that?
I can try.
Lore magic, please.
Rolling that a lot. It's a good thing you put some in that one.
You know, the purpose of this was to not be good, but apparently...
We need our grandma.
All right. So looking it over, while you're not really sure what it would do, you get the impression that this insignia, the sigil, is designed to activate in the event that it is disturbed. What it would do, however, you do not know.
I don't like that fact. I really don't, because I'm scared if we touch any of these in the wrong order or something.
There's a
something
big
bad's gonna
statue
happen.
in the middle of this room that might come alive and start punching.
Possibly.
Well, it's
So-
the Argonauts.
So, bottom right was personification of death, essentially.
Yeah, purple was a personification of death. Yellow one looked like a bird running away from something really fast. Red one was someone melting a bunch of shit. Blue one was a golem with really big shields. Green one was a plant thing shooting seeds into the sky. And the white one was a woman surrounded by clocks and hourglasses that had all stopped.
So some of it
So-
kind of matches with the elements, because the one on the top left is obviously fire. I feel like the middle one on the left might be wind, considering it's a bird. So I think that's where the green one goes.
I mean,
I think earth goes to the top right, considering the tower shields.
Oh, so you think they're in the wrong spots?
I think the crystals are in the wrong. I think the orbs are in the wrong spots.
can you write a list of all the different pictures? Because I'm having a hard time remembering which one's which.
We're gonna start bringing a notebook and
Shush.
taking notes.
Yeah, like in the main campaign, I'm actually thinking of giving each of you guys a handout where you guys can just keep your own notes.
I
Thank
might actually
you
do
for that.
it.
Yeah.
Because all Exvan is doing is probably informing the others here of basically his experience with them.
Honey, please go some purple so I can just have Madeline laugh at him just saying, now you feel my pain.
She like just rubs her little hands all over her fur and then goes to Ixavan and just like, hey Ixavan, zap! Just static electricity.
Oh my god.
That would be.
He gave me a good idea, now I want to do it.
All right, there's
There
a
we
list in the chat.
Alright, good. As always, my biggest issue with puzzles in D&D is when you can't see the shit you're meant to be seeing.
Right.
So go with big shields, that's flying birds, plants, that'd be
Okay, so the ones I think that are in the right places is the red one,
Yep.
and the white one, because ice is also can be like considered like
What
freezing
about the
time.
What about the green one?
The green one I feel is in the wrong place because I feel like that would go
flying
to the
bird.
flying bird, where the yellow one is right now.
I
And then the
agree.
yellow one should go up to where the blue one is because tower shields just make me think more of like an earth-based creature. Plus it's a golem.
Golem.
So
Best
the
thing
ones
I
that are still
love you.
stumping me
That
are
idea.
the Reaper personification over the dead and the plant thing. Plant thing might be water.
And green is earth.
I mean, purple might be in the right place. Because if we move the green over to where the yellow is, and then yellow to where blue, and then blue to where green is. I think that's how it works.
If I recall, wasn't the purple one had like a skeleton-like figure? At the
Yeah,
back?
the purple one has a depiction of like the Grim Reaper presiding over a court of coffins.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's do these two at a time. Let's first.
I'm not touching these.
Avela is going to. Can she pick up the green?
Okay, so you go up to the green one, and you put your hand on it, and you lift it up from its depression in the altar, and it definitely is thrumming with some manner of magic energy as you pick it up. And you similarly feel the sort of, like this thick lump in your throat as you're picking up, like you got something stuck in there. But as you pick the sphere up, you hear something moving behind you.
Statue.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If I glance over my shoulder, is it moving?
Yes, the statue is looking your way and is pulling its great sword out of the ground.
I put it back.
I knew it! It's like Jason and the Argonauts all over again. Oh, fuck.
You put the
I just see. Good.
okay. You're putting the sphere back.
Yeah.
The statue does not appear to be deterred. It is coming for you.
Well, do
Oh
it.
no.
We are.
Puzzles with no clear manual.
I felt like the green one should have stayed.
Maybe it didn't.
I'm just gonna go on record here and just tell you all that that was gonna happen regardless of which sphere you picked up, because you guys are thinking
my
about
God.
this from completely the wrong angle. I won't tell you in what manner, but yeah. All right.
So we
So,
weren't supposed to move any of them.
I mean, you could. It was just gonna wake this sucker up.
Well, it's not exactly obvious. We got
Is that how we fixed the puzzle? Was there any way for us to do this without waking the thing up?
Maybe. Anyways,
Oh my god.
so
You know, I really hate it when you use baby.
all right. So it is combat time.
By the way, sorry, Tom, I posted a thing in the chat. It just reminds me of this moment.
I just see Avelia, just like
Avela.
Avela. I'm
Any
sorry.
points to anyone who guesses where that's from.
Jason the Argonauts.
Yeah.
Just like stumbling with the orb in
like,
her hand. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Go ahead.
She looks up and goes, "Hi, hi."
Madeline is just like,
You don't have any. You don't have any more pie.
You are out of pie.
I have petrified pie, and it's a statue. It might like it.
Maybe if we kept the stale pie, it would actually satisfy.
I don't know why. I just imagined she was trying to hold out a pie and it's just nothing.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna poke it.
All right.
Just come poke it.
Invisible pie?
Oh my god.
I think particularly do it. Oh, I have.
Would it be thin air pie?
No. Alright. That's 10 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Damn. Wait, that was a 6 and a 4. So that's 10 to hit. Which is a crit for me.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Because you're broken.
Because
limit
dragoons get a lot of
Yep.
crits.
A 6 and a 4. A 5 and a 5. A 5 and a 6. And a 6 and a 6 are all crits for me.
Nice. Okay. Well,
10, 11, and 12. That's 4, that's cool. So 6, 29 points of damage, doubled.
I need to open my calculator.
I'm about to say this thing probably doesn't take very much from physical
thing.
attacks.
I highly doubt if I wanted to do what I want to do, it would work.
especially when I have a good.
All right, so Avela, you see the stone statue lumbering towards you, stone greatsword in hand. You're like, fuck. You give your staff, your spear a little spin, come up, and you give it a little slice across the knee, and actually not a surprising chunk free. It's still standing though.
So it's brittle in a way.
How much damage did I do?
You did about 40 points.
Ew. Good.
I'm gonna hit the.
So wait,
So
how much is his armor? now?
his armor's 9.
Its armor is 8.
8. Okay.
8.
It's not as high as I thought it was gonna be.
I'm gonna hit.
Oh, hold on. No, I'm sorry. 50, not 40.
Oh.
No. No protection against physical attacks.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, cool. Alright, next one. Punchy, punchy.
Punchy, punch, punch. Let's hope it doesn't turn out like the last fight. Okay, that's a pretty decent number.
What'd you get?
Would you must punch?
Hang on, I rolled a 9, but let's see how much accuracy I have. I have 2, so that's 11. That's
11
it.
hits.
Hey! Now roll for damage.
Indeed.
Wait.
And you get a combo point from that.
Yes! Combo done! Even though the... Actually, what the properties make any... That's...
I need to see how monk works. I want to see what these.
It's
Er-
definitely crazy, that's for sure.
Every time he lands a physical hit, he gets a combo point up to 5, so long as the combat stays going, and he can spend those combo points to do things. But if he misses an attack, he loses them, and he can only he can only do one of those things despite the cost before, and it expends all of the things.
Well, the question: has the glyph on the door lit up?
Nope.
And would any of the properties go off, which I'm gonna look at once I roll the damage? Since I'm hitting them with my weapon. Okay, that's 20 damage I do, but there's also another fucking 9. Oh my god. So 29! In total.
Alright. 29 damage. Nice. It gets reduced
And,
to 21.
yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on. Roll 1d6,
okay.
please.
It does not get counterattack.
It does not, no. I just need darkness to roll 1d6 or something else.
Okay. 2.
Alright. The Deep Claws property does not go off, so that is still the 21 damage.
Deep claws.
Yeah. Alright, so
Oh, yeah.
you come up, jump up, and deliver a hefty punch to the wrist of this creature. Alright, who next?
I want to ask a dumb question because whether or not whatever answer I get, I will decide if I want to go or not. Is that possible?
I mean, you can ask any questions you like.
So, with the ability telekinesis, I know it says to manipulate non-living objects. Would this count as one or no?
I generally speaking rule telekinesis that if you're not able to lift it with your bare hands, you can't lift it with telekinesis. There is a weight limit.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you
All right,
cannot use
so-
telekinesis to lift this construct, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay. No, it was just a choice of a question. I was just like, I don't know. It depends on what he says. So, Han, if you want to go, or if Ari wants to go, I'm still deciding.
Alright. Ari, you wanna shoot it?
Sorry, my mom was giving.
Actually, Ari, don't you have an ability that tells us its weaknesses?
Yeah, Libra.
Libra.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right. So, this creature, this Stone Guardian, it is level 3. It is a construct. It takes half damage from lightning and earth and 50% extra damage from wind and water. And it does not have an applicable job.
So
Interesting.
ones that none of us have. Well, actually, the witch has wind. But no reaction to fire?
Nope. No reaction to fire.
Oh. Charge!
Honey.
Yes. May I help you?
He has vocal range.
I love it when he does that. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's not
just
the
from
funniest
his...
I've done it. I'm just like...
No, he's done it louder. He's done it louder and longer.
Narnia!
Oh my god.
Yes.
Well,
12 to hit.
Banana!
Banana?
oh, wait a minute.
I'ma hurt you!
No, you're not.
I need my Reaper page. Hold on.
That'd be funny.
Where are you?
I just...
Wait a minute. Before I do that attack, as an instant action, I can give it Death's Design, right?
Yes.
So yes, I'm going to do that.
All right. So you'll do 2 extra damage steps with this next attack.
Yes. Now, if I can just... So that will be 12 times 4 now.
Abilities you can use pretty much only on your turn.
Generally speaking, that is how that works, yes. Unless it says you
Okay.
can use it to interrupt someone else's turn, even instant actions have to be performed on your turn.
Okay, I just wanted a refresher.
58.
58. Nice.
Nice. Ooh,
Alright.
good.
So yeah, you come in with your scythe, give it a little swing, and leave this big, partially molten gouge down its spine as you give it this big cut. And it like melts into slag and then re-solidifies, leaving the sort of droopy, goopy looking new ornament to its muscly back.
Also, can I do one more instant action?
You can do as many instant actions as you want, I believe.
Yes, so I want to... So I don't forget, like last time, I want to put Arcane Crest on myself.
All right, you now have Arcane Crest. And that will end your turn.
Yep.
All right.
Now it's just Hun and the Witch.
Yep, it's the lady's turn.
All right. I want to try to use an ability. I just don't know if it'll work on this though.
What ability?
Stasis strike.
That's your stasis strike. By taking a standard action, making a successful opposed force roll once per day, you can transport one opponent into the vacuous space outside of time. The chosen enemy becomes untargetable, immune to all damage and effects, afflicted by stun, even if they'd normally be immune to it, and ultimately removed from combat for 1 round. At the end of the time mage's next turn, the monster comes staggering back into reality, ending the effect and automatically inflicting them with the confused status. Creatures who have spent a large amount of time in the void or the far plane are generally immune to this ability. I mean, you can try. It would require an opposed force check.
Okay. I don't know. The last part is what I was not sure about when it said, like, in the void. I don't know.
In summary, the way that it kind of varies depending on setting, but here, when it refers to like the void or the far plane, that generally refers to extra planar spaces, like different like outer realm shit, like not the material plane.
Okay.
The far plane is typically a reference for like either the afterlife or the middle plane between life and the afterlife, the realm of the dead, basically. What that means varies dramatically from setting to setting to setting.
I mean,
So,
if it
yeah, I think
works,
this thing would be immune. But if it works and she just sends it away, is that just end combat? Or...
it's for
it'll
round, which
it'll come back at the end of Jira's next turn. So
we get a round essentially guard. So when it comes back, it'll be confused. But then if it does hit us, we'll be guarded against it. So, it's worth it.
It's worth a try. I mean, it's once a day. I mean, not as
You
well.
may certainly try.
I say go ahead, huh?
All right.
All
you
right.
may
So how do
try.
I do like an opposed force check?
Just roll your
Just-
force. The statue will also roll force, and if you roll higher than it, you will be considered the success, the winner in this scenario. It rolled an
Okay.
11.
Okay, so it's just 2d6 and then whatever my force is.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, my mom just gave me something new, so I'm eating this.
Yeah, I have got this.
You got it, hun.
Oh, you just missed. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It was worth a try.
Okay.
You tried.
Your best.
Okay, so Jira, you look at this stone statue that's menacing
Right.
Avela and getting ganged up on by the rest of the group. You give your staff a little spin, point it at it, and it's like, get out of here. And you all see the space around the stone guarding starting to like trying to compress around it. It looks confused for a second, but then brings its great sword up and just brings it down onto the ground. And the spatial disruptions end.
Can I point something out? You
Yes.
roll 2d5.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, re-roll that.
Reroll that and try again.
I didn't even realize I hit 5.
It happens, it's okay.
Ah!
It's okay. This means you get another
It's
try.
okay.
You get another try.
You get unintentional advantage.
6. There you go. Plus. There you go. Either way, it didn't work.
Either way, it didn't work.
Nice
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Continue.
unfortunate. All right. So, yep. So, unfortunately, that did not work, and that just leaves Madeline.
Oh god.
Oh, you already went. You used Libra.
Yeah, she already did Libra.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
did
the witch's turn.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now it's Dariana. So Dariana is going to expend her single swift cast for this fight to pop an arrow after Madeline shouts out, "It doesn't like wind." She's like, "Oh, I can do wind." So that will be. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7.
Ariana, quick, break your wind. It's super effective. Trust me. You can trust me. Really, honestly.
That comes out to a total of 46 damage, and Dariana discovers this thing does not have a magic armor stat. All right,
So magic is the way to go.
and it is back to the Guardian. It is
Oh,
not
boy.
thrilled.
But who's it more pissed at?
Yes.
Sorry, I stole your thing.
And it's going to use Cleave.
I guess that's an AoE that hits.
Watch out, he's got a
all three of
cleaver.
us.
So,
Oh my god.
so let's see here. So that is a 9 on his accuracy. So
does
that
that hit all
unfortunately
of us around
hits
him?
Callie, Avela, and Ixavan.
That's 9. Kali and Ixavon, what are your avoidances?
You can see the. You can just
alright.
point.
7 and
11.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second rolled a 9, so.
If it was
Also-
one less, I could have helped Kali, but no.
Also, remember Arcane Crust on me, so any damage it does to me is halved.
Right.
Also, it takes 10 damage flat from me, so...
Alright, alright.
How
So,
bad can it be?
well, I'll get to you on that. So, let me see here. So, Callie will only take 17 points of damage.
Only...
Let's see here. While Avela will take 34.
Now, as it does it, it pokes itself on my armor and I stab it. It takes
Yep.
2 points unmitigated.
And Ixavan will just take a full 42.
Also,
Yep.
another ability of mine goes off now.
And what would that
Crest
be?
of Return. So, Crest of Return. When I take damage under the effects of Arcane Crest, the Reaper and me and all my allies within a short range will regain 20% of my max HP as regeneration.
Ooh.
Nice. That's
So
handy.
everybody, I'm guessing Avela and Ixavan get 20% of my max HP.
Avela's the only one who's close enough for that, near as I can tell. Let me see here, because like you have to. We ruled that it's like 0.3. So unfortunately, looks like they're both out of range for that.
Oh, sorry.
But you'll still get that back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I still get it back, but
So yeah, you'll.
It's fine. You
I
tried.
was hoping it would just be this cool thing where like the thing breaks and then everybody just gets healed anyway. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
guys.
It's fine. It's
So yeah, the
fine.
Stone Guardian lifts up its greatsword and does the spinning cleave slash, and everyone kind of takes some hits. That ends its turn.
Ow.
It is back to the party.
I poke you once, I poke you twice, I poke you thrice.
I poke you once, I poke you twice, I poke your eyes.
I was really hoping that was gonna work. It would have been really cool.
Not
How
good.
just like it damages
That's
and then
4 and a
the eye
3,
healing wave from
5,
college
6,
is
7,
just kills it.
plus 4, 8, 9, 10.
Not gonna lie, if you did that to Madeline, she kind of would smack you in.
That's a total of 11. Not a crit this time.
Still hits them.
6, 1, 7. 30 points of damage, minus 8, so 22.
All right. Another quick jab up into the ribs with your spear.
How's this thing looking?
It's looking pretty rough.
Alright.
It is well under half HP.
Cool. Ixaban punchy punchy.
Punchy, punchy.
Punchy, punchy.
Yeah.
Stabby,
Pokey,
stabby,
pokey,
stabby.
punchy,
Except
punchy.
Ron is pissed.
Aveda doesn't stab, she pokes. There is a distinct difference.
Okie dokie, pokey pokey.
Poker, poker. Let's play some poker.
No.
Punch him, Birdman.
Yep. First, let's see. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's see.
You can get him in one punch. It's a- I knew someone got the reference!
Da, 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 da. That didn't look like much of a roll.
I was literally smirking, waiting for someone to get the reference.
Okay,
that
that's a
crit?
crit. I get to lose my limit break this time.
Do you?
No, you don't.
You're not
they
under.
happen
You're,
on-
you're not under 25% of your max HP. Also, it looks like you just dropped the dice.
rolled them, but fair enough.
Yeah,
But I thought there was two
I
ways
was-
to activate the limit break, anyways.
No, limit break.
Limit breaks
only
go
works
off if you roll a critical success. They go off when you're under 25% of your max HP, not just any time you roll a crit.
Ah.
Cornelia would have done errors.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Eh.
Nice try.
Never mind.
You tried,
Oh,
honey.
guess. Okay. Let's see how much damage it could do to this golem, anyways. I mean, it's basically a golem, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. It's a construct.
Come on! Ah.
Alright. It's not great damage, but still.
Yeah.
It's damage.
Every little bit
go to
helps.
24.
Okay. How much?
Although it's doubled. Or not.
Oh, yeah, double
Really
because
quick.
critical hit.
Yeah.
So that comes up to a total of 40. You hiccupping over
And
there,
go-
Ari?
No, it was a burp.
Ah, okay.
And
All
do
right.
I do the wall thing again?
That's good.
Or
You
not.
did that. You did your damage. It's all right.
Okay.
So yep, you deliver a mighty kick to the side of its chin. You get another combo point.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. So that is Avela and Ixavan. Gala, you're up.
Alright, you want to shoot it?
You do have a gun. You can shoot it.
Moogle with a gun. Moogle with a gun.
Moogle
That
with a
should've been-
Moogle. Moogle with a gun. Moogle with a gun. Moogle with a Moogle with a gun. Moogle with a gun.
Oh, she's so cute. Oh shit, back in heat.
She's packing heat.
So, wait, when Madeline shoots her gun, does the recoil just make her flip backward?
Yeah, it does. We've
Oh my
already
God.
described that.
Oh shit, she's heading sideways. That's a kill shot. That's a kill shot.
All right. Well.
Alright.
All right.
Roll that accuracy.
2d6 and add your ACC, if you would be so kind.
I will. So that's plus 4s, right?
Your ACC for your accuracy check to shoot.
Oh. Okay, please let this be good. So let it be nice. Okay. What the hell?
Oofta. Unfortunately, no. That is not high enough.
Oh.
That is a low one.
Alright, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you fire off the shot and it just kind of ricochets off its helmet and the stone guard goes. Okay. Who next?
Honey,
There's
this thing's
what
got no
happened.
mag-
Put me
honey,
in
this
the
thing's got no
fun.
mag- It's like, honey, this thing's got no magic armor. You want to burn ray it?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the only thing I would prefer to do out of my skills or spells. Because I don't
Alright.
think a meteorite will be really suitable for this area, or it wouldn't really work anyway.
I mean, it would. I would just find a different way to flavor the meteorite coming in, but anyway.
And that's
Oh,
more
okay.
of an AoE attack.
yeah, but yeah. So either way, it doesn't matter. All right, I'll do burn ray.
All right. Swift casting it, or are you saving that? You can
I'm
use it.
gonna
You can use it
save.
once per fight, just as a reminder.
No, saving it.
All right, so that'll go off at the start of your next turn. How much MP does
Thank
burn
you.
rate cost again? 5?
5.
Okay. All right. So you've initiated that slow action. Kali, you're up. It is still marked with Death's Design.
You know. Hold on, I want to look at something.
All right.
Okay, once per combat. Okay, so that's not once per day thing.
We're back.
Okay.
And how rough is this thing looking?
Pretty rough.
I could do something that's really mean.
Oh.
I'm just hoping it's not immune to it. Oh well, crap. I forgot. I'm so used to having somebody that can do spells right away. I forget that it's not an arcane weapon, so she'd have to go next turn.
Well, you and Chira can double team it for getting it done.
You know what? Fuck it. So I'm
can do
going
it.
to. I'm gonna have Kali use magic, and she will use the sleep.
Ah, the sleep spell. Interesting.
That's 5 MP.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have an arcane
Interesting.
weapon, no swift cast, so that'll go off at the start of your next turn.
Go ahead. Unless this thing even can be put to sleep.
And now it is to Dariana, who will...
Owie!
I mean, there are owies on the field.
There are owies on the field. So Dariana will position herself right there. And upon the so doing, she will initiate a slow cast of Cure, targeting Avela. So it'll go off at the start of her next turn. And with that, it is to the Stone Guardian again. And it's just going to do what it did before, because that seemed to do a pretty good job last time, and it's just going to do another spinny spin with its greatsword.
It's got no dick, that's why it's so angry.
Alright, so that is a 13 to hit. It rolled a 6 and a 4.
I
I
can
wish I
do
could
nothing
use
about it.
Arcane Crest again, but it's 1 per combat.
Yeah. All right. So for its damage, that will come out to 40 before any armor calculation. So Ixavan will take 40.
40 because he has no armor.
Yep. And Avela and Kali will both take 32. Yes.
And it takes 10 from Avela's jagged.
Yes. So it does another spin, kicking up stone. Also, let me just double check something here. Alright. Okay, so, and with that, it is back to the party's turn, and the slow actions go off. Let's do Kali's first, because that sounds interesting. I need Kali to make an opposed finesse check against the Stone Guardian.
Finesse.
It's magic. You don't need to be too concerned about it. It rolled shit. It only got a 6.
I love how he said it. Finesse.
I mean, that's the magic stat.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to get some
Just
to
got
drink.
some sassy finesse.
Alrighty, Kali. So, with that 7, as you sort of take a step back, give your scythe a little spin, plunk the pommel down onto the ground, and around the Stone Guardian's head, there's this sort of shrinking sphere of gray mists and bubbles that, as they sort of clatter around the Stone Guardian's eyes, goes just kind of slumps in place, and it is asleep.
It worked.
Yep. Now, the other thing that goes off immediately after that is Chira. Your burn ray goes off. So I need the damage for that, and I need to double check the specifics of how sleep works.
And once I hit it, it freaking wakes up.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, the moment it takes damage, it'll immediately wake back up.
Does it get like a boost of damage?
No, the damage does not increase when an enemy is asleep. It just means enemies can't do shit until they take damage. But
We'll just say this is Kali, just like making sure it doesn't like making sure.
Yeah, we don't want
Sure,
the
it's
big
like a
thing
clean
to
shot.
wake up. That would be wise.
Okay, so it's times 4 for the power, and then roll 2d6.
Yes.
Yes.
excuse me.
And this thing has no magic armor, so it's not going to be reduced. 32.
32. So you point your staff at it, and the air between the tip of your staff and the Stone Guardian begins to ripple with energy, and you can see like bits of it starting to like get soft and squidgy and melty, and other bits of it just like little chips starting to fly off as its body, the atoms that comprise it, are essentially just getting microwaved in place. And getting excited and heated. And Shira, roll me an awareness check if you would be so kind.
Sure.
Awareness.
Awareness.
I am aware.
Am I aware?
I'm aware that I'm going to give you all a scare at some point.
Oh no.
There.
Oh, damn, a 15. Okay.
That's a good roll.
So, Chira, as your burn ray is finishing, you notice that the red sphere in its altar glows brightly in response.
Oh no.
It doesn't do anything else. It just glows in response. It resonates with the spell you just cast. As if in recognition.
You know, like burn ray is not like it's a non-ele. I think it's a non-elemental. So.
It is a non-elemental.
It is non-elemental.
Huh.
The red sphere still responds to it.
Why?
Why do you think? Anyway, slow actions are resolved. The sleep effect is gone, but the sucker is like off balance now.
Do I get
Darion,
healed?
her slow action will go off when it's her turn. She's on a different section of the turn order.
Okay. Poke.
All right.
Change poke.
Pokey.
Oka poker.
The okey pokey just fucking die.
You put on your best poker face.
So did the orb like cancel out, or did it
No, the orb did not.
I am in so much pain. I got a critical fail.
Uh-oh.
I am in serious pain.
Roll 1d6, please.
me?
No,
Me.
Avela.
I
Oh.
critical failed.
Yeah, you got
Ouch.
accuracy.
4.
Critical fails.
4.
Okay.
Okay, so Avela, you're in a lot of pain after the blows you've taken, and you sort of like come up to like try and thrust at the Stone Guardian, but as it's waking up, it sees you coming in and like twitches the hand that's holding its greatsword and like broadsides you with it. It doesn't necessarily do any damage to you, but it does send you flying off your feet and sailing over to crash into Kali, and you are both you're both stunned. Avela's turn.
no.
Avela's turn immediately ends, and Kali can't take one.
Actually, Carly as well. Come on.
If you had rolled a 2, it would have been Ixavan. If you had rolled a 5 or a 6, you would have just been knocked into the water.
Wait, me?
Yeah, that's why I had to roll the d6. On a 1 or 2, she flies into you and stuns you. On a 3 or 4, she flies into Kali and stuns her. On a 5 or 6, she gets knocked into the water and has to come back herself.
Tom. The DM is it?
They're just harsh. I'm gonna take someone else on my dice failure.
That's how failures work. Complications. They make the situation worse.
Well, if she was to get thrown into the water, I just would have fished her out again.
You do have a fishing rod.
I still have it.
Anyway,
He has the mighty rod.
so Ixavan, you want to go?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Punchy, punchy.
Or a punch, should I say. Let's punch it. What's the worst that could happen? I fail.
It was a proper hard toss.
Why did I imagine if Avelia was like literally thrown to Madeline? I can just see her just doing a Lilo and Stitch thing, just saying you're.
Anyways. The dice knows all. Let's have a go.
Yes, let's.
And one of them just flown off somewhere. I have to... So, should I just re-roll both of them, or what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because the other one just went bonk.
Yeah.
Good job, honey.
Come
Good
on.
job.
This is
Okay.
we
Okay,
go.
a 2 and a 6, 7 and 8.
10.
All right, total of 10. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yay! Well,
Finally.
Finally!
And you get a third
We got
combo
that.
point.
When do I spend these exactly?
You can you can spend them whenever. I believe some of them are like you have a full list of the things you can do, I believe, as a handout in Roll20, but you can also check in the rule book. They're part of your innate ability. Page 54.
Yeah, I can see
Okay.
him. Now he's got 3. His next attack can ignore armor.
Oh!
And deals an additional damage step.
I just hope I roll a 6 because then I
And
can
may
basically
calculate
do more
damage with the monk's best attribute.
Oh, well, that.
But you have to declare that, so this attack has to go
That'll be
through
next-
first.
That'll be a next time.
All right, now give us your damage.
All right. Ah,
5 and a
better.
4. All right, a 5 and a 4. What's your total damage on that then?
29.
29. So it comes out to a total of 21 damage as you give this sucker another big old punch to the shin. Sort of falls to one knee. He is really close, you guys.
Which I have a question. When should I have freaking declared that?
You can spend those whenever you like, strategically speaking.
You have to declare that before you roll for accuracy.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
next attack, just declare you want to use it.
Alright. And could I use Deep Claw or no?
Oh yeah, that's right. Roll a d6.
Because I lost that last time and he's like, nah, you're right. But anyway.
Yeah, I keep
It's a
forgetting about
roll.
your deep claws thing.
What's Deep Claws?
It's a special property he decided to get.
Which only happens if it rolls 6.
Yeah, we worked it out that when he rolls damage, every time he hits an
And
enemy,
it's a 2 again.
every time he hits
Yeah.
an enemy, he can roll a d6 before damage calculation, and if he rolls a 6, his damage goes up by 1 step.
But now it was another 2.
It was a 2. Alright.
Okay, who next? Again, it's looking real close.
Madeline
I would
or
have finished him.
What?
Madeline, wanna try to shoot it again?
Ah!
Come on, Madeline, you can do it. I believe in you.
Capo.
If you'll shut up. You know what? Let's try to think I can die.
I will send the Kupo power to you,
mean-
brother. Sister.
That's true.
The only thing I could do is pretty much roll for you, but I didn't want to put your faith in my hands, and it failed.
If I don't get it, I'm gonna need therapy.
There.
That's it.
Yeah, 9. That hits. All right. So go ahead and roll your
dice.
So double your dex, roll 2d6, and add those two results together.
Okay.
It's damage time, dear.
So your dex is 9, so that'll be 18 plus 2d6.
Okay, 18 plus 2d6?
Yep, or 2d6 plus 18, however you want to type it.
Okay. Plus, right?
Plus 18. 2d6 plus 18.
Okay. Ah!
24.
Alrighty, so. Madeline, how would you like it to die? You got the killing shot.
Killing shot.
It's a kill shot!
You have to change your phrasing.
I don't know. How do you do this? How do you say the thing that Bubbles always says?
Kupo.
Kupo!
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna say Cupo motherfucker and blow his brains out?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay. Alright, so, as the Stone Guardian has fallen to one knee and is struggling to get back up, Madeline, you come flying up to its face and it looks up. You lift up the gun right up to its head. Big shot and its head just shatters. And the Guardian topples back and is dead as balls.
Kupo, mother.
You
Nice.
said the thing I'm so proud of. Ow.
Alright, so with that, the turn order ends. And thanks to the wonderful power of Dariana being a white mage, basically everyone is back up to max HP.
Because white mage and any ability is broken.
Yeah. It's very handy. So yeah, she goes around quickly applying little like salves and bombs and bandages.
The box.
The bonks.
Just going around us. Okay, here you go. Try not to do that again. All right, you okay? All right. And also, because the Stone Guardian was a notorious beast, everyone gets a point of destiny for defeating it.
Great, we do that one more time, I can limit break. Also, I'm pretty sure right now, Shira can limit break. You have 3. Well,
All right, and also, following that, let's see here. Following that, you also, as you're sort of looking over the body, you see that after it fell, like Madeline in particular, you're the one who sees this because you're the one that killed it. You see that after it fell, what looks to be a large key kind of fell off of its hip.
Ah. Interesting.
there was a key inside of it. Oh, lovely.
Be right back.
Well, there's a key on its hip. Just no one bothered to search it for anything interesting other than its junk.
So just to check, we all have 2 destiny except one of us?
Here we go, next one last session because of a scene she did. She has 3.
Okay.
Also, small protest I asked whether there was any interesting details around it, and you just said the loincloth, but okay.
I must have missed that. My bad.
That was when you described its loincloth and everything.
My bad.
Just Madeline holding like a freaking. It's just like one, like a little numb hand.
Nice shot.
Hell yeah.
Moogle saying hell yeah. I love it. Almost as much as I love it when a Moogle says sod.
So I'm gonna pick up the key.
Sod.
Does the door have a keyhole?
Sod.
Yes.
I have the.
So there's a key.
Yeah,
You have the
Madeline's
key
the one
to
who
light
found
our
the key.
way.
Either way. So,
Bonus.
Madeline has a key.
Yeah, it turns out that there was a key just hanging on it the entire time that got neglected to be mentioned.
yeah, that was my bad. I was kind of distracted because I was having to improvise the depictions on the walls for Ixavan. So
None of the orbs ever really mattered. We just needed to kill the thing for the key.
the
We needed to
orb,
kill it. It was hanging there.
well, you could have also just pickpocketed the key had I actually mentioned it. Which again, I'm sorry about that. That was my mistake. But as it is, the orbs, now that you're thinking about it, I did mention that they don't actually seem to be doing any meaningful powering to anything in the room. They're just kind of hanging out there. They are basically single-use casts of specific spells.
Oh.
Which is why I probably reacted to when I did the
Yeah,
one
the red
spell.
one reacted to Burn Ray, so you're able to deduce that that one casts Burn Ray.
Yeah, so another Guardian's dead. We can take the loot.
I don't know why this Madeline is going like, I can't believe they.
So looking at the descriptions again. So red is burn ray, blue is a golem big shield, so protect maybe. Yellow is a flying bird, so fly. I'm not sure what plant spitting seeds would be.
I
Purple.
called dibs on flight.
Purple, Grim Reaper presiding over the dead, death.
So
Sad
we don't
woman
need
surrounded by stop time. White is stop.
So we don't need to purple.
So, to give you the full list of the spells you can use from these things, you have Burn Ray, Protect, Eject, Seed Cannon, Zombie, and Stop.
Zombie. Alright.
So no
See,
flight.
can-
Yeah, it's a
There's
blue
no
magic
blue
spell.
magic?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Which
Then,
I don't think I could use
what does it-
eject.
Jack do? Just
Um,
bounce you
actually-
away.
actually, hun, you do have eject. If I recall.
No, I have eject, but it wouldn't have worked.
Let's see here.
The character
Eject.
reverses gravity around one enemy and sends him hurtling skyward. The target and the caster make an opposed force check. If the caster is successful, the target is caught in the negative gravity zone and thrown a medium range into the air and suspended there. The caster may choose to reverse the spell as an instant action at any time, smashing the target
gimme,
back into the
gimme.
ground when gravity reestablishes itself.
Gimme,
Thus-
that looks fun.
Yep. Thus, if successful, eject can cause any targets vulnerable to falling damage, creatures without flight or defy gravity, for example, to lose 50% of their max HP upon collision with the ground. Large creatures are immune to the eject spell. Attempting this spell in an enclosed location may cause eject to fail, as the target merely finds themselves thrown toward a low-hanging roof, at the GM's discretion. The roof in this room would be high enough that I would have let that work on the Stone Guardian if you succeeded the check.
But it was a large creature, so.
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
that's
thing,
right.
when
So
I-
that wouldn't have worked, but still.
That's when I asked you when telekinesis, when you said like, oh, if you're not physically able to.
Telekinesis,
lift it-
yeah, telekinesis is a different thing. That's a time age ability. That's not the same thing as the eject spell.
No, but I was thinking like, okay, if it's that big and it's that heavy, eject's not going to work either. Then it's a big statue. I figured large creature, so
Well,
it
either
was
way.
gonna work anyway.
Either way, how do you wish?
Avela is snatching the eject orb because she thinks that's fun.
Okay.
I go for the more, but like durable one, the protection.
All right.
So yeah, the protect one is the one over here.
All right.
Hey, Han. You know how we were saying it was bullshit that Time Mage doesn't get the stop spell.
Yeah.
The white one down here is stop. So why not just take that one?
Okay.
And what's
I just-
remaining?
I just think he's funny.
All right. So Ixavan gets protect. Avela takes eject. Chira is taking stop.
Next ones left
What's
are
left?
Burn Ray, Seed Cannon, and Zombie.
Although, remind me, what do those three do?
Seed Cannon
Burn
just hits
Ray-
things for non-elemental damage, so does Burn Ray, and
does
Zombie
Burn
makes it
Ray.
so they can't heal themselves. And they take
see.
damage from healing items.
Oh,
and
bear in
spells.
mind, we're probably going to be fighting an undead, so zombie is maybe somewhat irrelevant.
So, yeah, Collie's gonna take Burn Ray.
Okay. Go ahead and add those items to your inventory.
So just what do we call it? Just like a
Just
Burn Ray orb.
name of the spell and then sphere.
You know, for some
It'll let you cast a spell a single time for no MP cost as a standard action.
For some reason, I am imagining the Rich taking the zombie one since she's got all the heal spells. Which then
Possibly.
would be...
Well,
that actually
Madeline
would
gets
be-
first dibs because she's a player character.
Yes. So what's
So do
the
you
other one
want
do?
zombie or seed cannon there, Madeline? Or do you not want either?
What does the cannon do again?
1 sec. I can pull up the blue magic thing.
Seed cannon.
Seed cannon.
It's just a
seed
projectile that
cannon.
explodes, isn't it?
Seed cannon inflicts power times 4 of earth damage.
There you go.
While zombie makes it
Seed
so that
cannon.
any healing items or spells used on the target of the zombie spell take damage from those healings instead.
Give me this
Want the seed
seed
cannon?
cannon. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Madeline is taking the seed cannon, and
I
that
thought
means
as much.
Dariana is going to take the zombie sphere.
Which
I mean, it makes sense. It's right
for
into our
she's the healer.
design, I guess.
If anything,
We're also
yeah.
hyper, so.
Also, yeah.
Oh boy. Sugar rush again?
Yep.
Okay, so yep,
What
as
are
a
you
reminder, you can with those spheres you can cast that spell a single time as a standard action, no MP cost, but only once. After that, the sphere shatters.
Duly noted.
All right, so
I still say it is severely bullshit that a time mage does not get stopped.
I agree.
I mean, they could have a limit break with stop.
In the I'm genuinely considering in the future house ruling it that white mages or time mages rather can pick up stop from the white magic spell list if they want it.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they? It's a very useful spell.
And it's
Arrogant.
it's extremely broken according to Tone.
It is broken,
Man,
which
yeah.
is why one thing I will be house ruling regardless is that at least if it comes from the the tier 1 white mage stop spell, an enemy can make an opposed finesse roll to break out of the effects of it every round instead of just having to wait the full 4 rounds. Because otherwise it is horrifically broken. It was used to basically completely circumvent a boss fight in my family campaign.
Madeline.
My God.
He... The thingy do.
What?
What did you say?
You have a key. Put it in the door so we can go.
Okay, relax, Pete.
There is no relaxation. There is only me. Da-da-da-da.
Pinch my cheeks and I'll freaking break a finger.
Poke.
She has a gun.
Ballsy one, Avela.
She did just blow a guardian's head off.
Avela, you are a bold one, but also a reckless one.
I have a shotgun.
You're going
Yes.
to pay the price.
Yes, you do.
All right. So, all right, you're just going to go and open up the door?
Yep.
All right, so Madeline, you go flying over and you slip the key into the lock. It unlocks without an issue. And then that grease-drawn insignia lights up. I would like Avela, Madeline, and Ixavan to please make a finesse check.
Mother.
Right.
Well, what do you expect when you open the door?
That's why.
That's a 6. That's not good.
Smart people.
7.
Fuck.
Dun 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 dun.
Done.
And the number of finesse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The number of the beast.
Would, if this is a thing we're meant to be avoiding, would evasion work here?
No, because that's when you're being targeted by attacks and increases avoidance. This is just you rolling to see if you have high enough reflexes to dodge, which Avela and Madeline do. Just Ixavan, not so much. Ixavan missed it by 1. So when you see the insignia light up, Avela and Madeline, you two quickly jump back, and Ixavan's like, "What's wrong? Why are you?" And then this sphere of purple-black energy radiates outward from the door over Ixavan, and you take...
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You take 45 points of unmitigated non-elemental damage as the shadows wash over you and then dissipate.
Honey.
You just got hit with the quarter spell.
Avela just wanders over, sees one of his feathers seems to be slightly smoldering, and just puts it out.
Thanks for your concern.
Dariana will pipe up. Dariana will pipe up at this point. Kind of wish someone had brought that to my attention. If we had broken that sigil before we tried opening the door, chances are that spell wouldn't have gone off.
Yes, that would have been very helpful.
It's fine. We have a super smart witch, wizard, magic person.
Oh, don't be coy. I'm absolutely a witch. And she is going to cast Cure on Ixavan.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
Nope.
So you get back a full 36 HP because she rolled max healing. She rolled 2 6s. So you're back to 171.
You're fine.
All right.
I live!
Okay, so
Oh my god.
Anyway, poke my head through the door.
okay, you poke.
Okay.
All right, so you poke your head into the door, and on the other side, it's dimly lit, but you can just make out some details. There's this purplish red mist that hangs over the entire chamber on the other side, and it looks relatively fresh compared to the ancient stonework of the chamber behind you. This is a new addition. Poking your head in, it looks like there is a long, unrailed stone bridge, just sort of chiseled haphazardly out of rock, over a deep, vaguely square-shaped chasm. And you can hear, from around the edges of the large chamber, the rattling of chains. And if you listen really carefully, you think you can hear whimpering.
Oh. I think we found the prisoners?
I think so.
So around the corner, did you say?
They're like coming off from the sides of the chamber, but it's like a massive chamber. There's this gargantuan, like, just chasm in the middle of it all, and I think it would help if I gave you all a visual.
Oh, he's got visuals. Oh, no.
Boss, that's a go.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's me, Avela.
God, you beat me to it by a second.
Transition. Oh.
Commoner.
So yeah, looking around, you can see. Shut up.
Honey, I love you, but Ray.
Holy shit.
Looking
man.
around the edges of the room, sure enough, you can see cages upon cages upon cages with people in them. Some of them are humanoids, some of them are goblinoids. A lot of them are dead. The ones that you see that have active tokens are the ones that are alive. And looking over the edge of this tall-ass bridge, you can see deep below lots of discarded bones and bloody smears and dried bloody pools all over the floor space down below. And again, there's this thick red and purple mist that's lingering in the air that's providing the illumination. The mist itself is just faintly glowing, like the wisps of ghost light.
So it's a chasm below. The cage is hanging.
They're sort of set into the walls of the chasm.
This is a big goal. I don't suppose any of us can sprout demonic wings and fly.
That's a call.
Stop making callbacks.
I mean, Jira can fly. She doesn't need wings. Wings are for
I
wimps.
have
She can just
levitate, yeah.
Madeline can fly.
technically.
But can she Kupo over to us, prisoner?
Oh my god.
No. Avela can jump.
Yeah, but I can only take someone with me.
As you're sort of saying this, the nearest cage off to your right, it looks to be a tall, well-muscled, but kind of emaciated at this point goblin woman sort of slouching in it. She sort of lifts her eyes up at you. If I were you, I would not try tampering with the cages.
Oh, are they trapped? Do they explode? Are there a spike pit?
The fumes in the air are noxious. If the cages are tampered with from the outside, nozzles in the walls will spew out more of it, to the point it can become dangerous.
Right.
The only way to avoid that is if you have the key, and only he has the key.
And who is he?
We got a description of a shadowy creature. Is it undead?
No. Living, but a perversion of the term. He's like an Elvon, but wrong in every way.
That's disturbing.
Question.
Ollie comes
quick-
forward.
Quick question. The guy who was accused of murdering his family, what species was he?
Mithra.
Mithra. Right.
What do you mean wrong?
Skin as pale as ash. Eyes red as blood. Skinny,
Vampire.
lanky. Not a vampire, no. He doesn't need our blood for it to sustain himself. But he does need it to empower himself. I imagine.
Necromancer?
I do not know. I've yet to see the walking dead in this place.
Any other features that makes him stand out?
Smug, arrogant, polite, oddly. And frighteningly intelligent.
How do we kill him?
The same way you kill anything else. Take his head.
Where is he?
She nods across the bridge, and following her line of sight, you can see there's another doorway on the other side that looks more like it just leads through into a natural cavern, and it's blocked off by this purple curtain with like star patterns on it that has been just caked in dried blood.
Anything we need to worry about getting through that door?
No. As far as I can tell, you go through that curtain and you're in his lair, where he does whatever he does to us when he has need of one.
Quick glance, so I see a Mithra man in any of these cages.
You see a few, but it doesn't look like any of them match the description of Norvon.
How long ago was he taken? Did he say?
Norvon was... You weren't given an exact time frame.
Do you know a guy named Norvan in any of these cages?
He was my neighbor, so to speak. He was taken only a few minutes before you arrived.
Wow.
If you're quick, maybe you can save him.
Anything else about this guy that can help us? Powers, weapons, abilities, anything?
He relies on magic, near as I can tell, a mage. He will not do well in close quarters. If you can, do not give him a chance to finish his incantations. Other than
I
that...
need to go. We'll be back once he is, well, we have our own painting to do.
Alright. I wish you luck. Then she closes her eyes and lowers her head to rest.
Kali has immediately just started walking towards that door.
All right.
Avela's running.
Okay.
Mad dash.
Her spear's already out. She's going full dragoon sprint animation.
All right. Anyone else have anything else they wish to do before advancing?
Now I'm following after in sprint mode.
All right. So the full group goes full tilt sprint across the bridge. Which means I need to gather together your tokens in one spot and transition us over to the next map. So, as you step through the doorway... Give me a moment here. You come out into a large-ish... It almost looks like it was designed to resemble a kingly court. But it's chiseled out of caves. There are natural pillars and formations around, and braziers and wall sconces that emit crimson flames. There's this long, tattered red carpet that's been rolled out along the floor as you emerge, leading directly ahead to the best way I can describe it is like a demonic-looking altar, with two more braziers on either side of it, also glowing with crimson flames. You can see an emaciated Mithra man strapped to it, struggling, and looming over him from the other side is a tall, lanky Elvon figure, and he's clearly been twisted by some manner of dark magic. His elegant features are just slightly exaggerated into something uncanny, like a porcelain doll that moves almost. His fingers are just a little too long, his neck is thin and twitchy, eyes just a little too large, ears sharpened into dagger-like points. His hair is slick and messy with grease and something else, something worse. His blackened robes are stained with all manner of dried spots of blood, greases, and other substances you can't identify. Curiously, he does seem to have plenty of ornamental jewelry, like red beads, this sort of horn-like crown wrapped around the front of his head. And this large sort of collar coming out from around his neckline that almost makes him look like a ghost rising from a cocoon of flesh. And he lifts his eyes up to look at you all as you approach and enter.
Hey! And the next word out of her mouth is in another language, but you imagine it's probably some sort of drawn insult her mother taught her.
All right. So, he just sort of smiles at you and responds in Dran. Petty insults will get you nowhere here.
Oh, so you've been around the block. Good.
I've been around
Sorry, you go.
Yeah. I was wondering what those disturbances were up top. It seems I have uninvited guests. His eyes then drift from you, Avela, and land on Kali. Oh, and there is one that bears that mark. I haven't seen that in a long time. Apopus, old friend, how have you been?
Just holds her cheek and it starts burning.
Yep, as
Vela's
the mark...
going to kind of step forward aggressively. So what's your deal then? Big, powerful mage, blood sacrifice to make yourself more powerful because you got an ego through the roof?
Blunt terms, perhaps, but not inaccurate, I suppose. Though if you wouldn't mind, I would like a chance to catch up with my old friend first. And as he's saying that, the rest of you hear a...
Don't. Not letting him do anything.
I mean, he wasn't doing anything. He was just talking. Like, the thing that was happening is the rest of you sort of hear a sort of crackling of fire in the air. And then a hissing voice answers, It has not been long enough, Astos.
I thought he was talking about Norvran.
No, he was talking about Apopus. And from, like, as if just bleeding out of Callie's shadow, you see this large, flaming, snake-like entity just emerge.
In that case, I will withhold first aid for a moment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And now everybody sees it, including
Yeah,
Kira.
yeah. Apopus is just revealing himself outright.
So, Mr. Snake, acquainted with this mad bastard?
Creatures of the dark tend to be aware of each other. We are
Is this
not
going-
friends.
So this isn't going to be a problem, no inevitable backstab this day?
You make it easier for me to hunt my prey. So long as you remain useful to Kali, you may remain.
Are you going to hurt her, Callie?
Should she break her word, she is prey. Otherwise, she is an asset.
And is killing him part of this deal?
He is our enemy. Hence, he is prey. Devour him.
And Apopus just folds back into Callie.
Are you okay?
No.
Are you up for this?
I don't have a choice.
Wisely spoken. For you trespass in my home, and that just cannot be allowed. So,
Oh, cut it with the smug axe. Have you ever fought a warrior of the Defile?
I have faced many things. Let us see how you measure up.
In that case, let me do what I do to all my new friends and give you one of my special pies, Throwstone.
All right.
Oh,
It's pie time!
It's
bitch!
pie time!
Yep, instant action, Throwstone.
All right,
Once
give
a
me
day,
a
let's
second.
go.
Give me a second. I need to acquire something here.
Acquire them.
So
Mystic,
nobody's-
if we ever met each other in real life, you would see me facepalm.
Had to get a small little joke in there, considering Avail has mostly dropped the childish stuff now.
Yeah, I was just getting disguised as boss music. Alright.
DOS.
and no reactions to the snake other than that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
she was,
finally sees
with
it.
Madeline. With Madeline, she's just amazed.
Jira
My
finally
cat
saw it.
is pretty much
and he-
trying to stay cool under pressure.
Avela is more interested in hating the thing before her. She's kind of dropped the make people happy act. And is kidding it.
Jira finally saw it. What is her reaction?
She sees it and she listens to its words, but it catches her a little off guard, but she just kind of shrugs it off.
I did
Something
not
to
expect-
discuss later.
Yeah.
I did not expect this guy to know him. But
Anyway, 1d6 unmitigated damage.
Yep.
5.
5. All right, so you quickly reach down, you scoop up, you withdraw one of your petrified pies, and you toss it forward, and it just sort of hits Astos in the front, and he looks down at it. What the?
And she is just fucking anime zooming straight in. Fangs bared, full drawn warrior mode, and is
Alright.
going stab.
Let me just double check something real quick. Just want to double check something.
Stabby, stabby, stop, stop.
I'm just trying to double check and see if Thurstone is a standard or instant action.
I do know stone is a bit of a brook.
It's a once per day thing.
Hmm.
And he abused the crap out of it.
It did help.
It doesn't say.
I just remembered. I don't know whether it's one of those things we ended up changing somewhere throughout. I just remember it was instant the last few times Nee used it. That's your call.
Yeah, let's maintain consistency since I doubt Throwstone is going to be a thing in campaign 2, so might as well keep the legacy alive. It's an instant.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter in campaign 2. Looking forward to it.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So it was potentially for the last time in a long time. Throwstone, and in I go.
Now,
Fuck him up.
now you're gonna hit him.
3, 6, 7. That's an 8.
That misses.
Oh.
His avoidance is 9. So even after hitting him with that pie and stunning him, and you're coming in with your spear, you go in for a thrust. He sees it coming, lifts his hand, and sort of like palms the blade aside.
And it's too late to spend a destiny point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to commit a destiny point before I tell you if it's a failure or a success.
Alright. Right, we'll get another chance because he is stunned.
My turn. Also, death design.
All right, he is marked.
Now,
I just realized what the picture is.
Uh,
I just realized what the picture is from.
what picture?
which picture?
Then the villain that we're fighting.
Oh, he's Astos from Stranger Paradise.
It's from Final Fantasy 1 in general,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm using a Stranger Paradise design because it looks cool.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool to Final Fantasy 1. To enjoy its timey-wimey bollocks.
Alright, so,
All right, 14, that will hit.
Stuff.
and see if he has any reaction to fire.
Let's see here. Does not appear to.
Okay. What about armor?
He has an armor score of 2. It appears he's reliant more upon being defended from magic.
Okay, well,
Quick question for Rija. How high is the roof in here?
It kind of varies, but I'd say it's just high enough for eject to work. At least if you're like in the sort of central area in front of the altar.
Oh boy.
All right, so who wants to go next?
Well, don't all jump out
I'm
at
surprised. I'm surprised Ixavan doesn't want to go.
once. Darkness, our old friend. Come and
Okay.
punch him again.
Oh, I don't
You
know
have
that.
permission.
He has my permission to die.
No, I was talking about Hades having permission to hit you.
Okay. Also, before I forget again, also instant action, arcane crest.
All right,
Golly.
all right, you've got the crest.
And no, you cannot use the freaking AoE hits everything attack.
Because Callie and Avela are right there, so you'd hurt them.
Oh, well, I'm aware. I wasn't going to.
I am not going to deal with that again.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's not a good one. That's an 8. No, wait. That's even worse. That's safe. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It is an 8.
An 8
Yeah.
just
Yes.
misses. So,
Yep.
you come charging forward, you lift up your fist to punch at this guy after he got a little slice in the shoulder from Kali. But as you're lunging your fist forward, Astos lifts his hand up and your fist stops in the air like an inch from his palm, as if some sort of supernatural force is repelling it. All right, to the ladies.
Oh god.
You want me to
Help
go?
us.
I guess.
Do you want to go, Ari, or you want to Cheer to go?
Let Kira go.
Okay. Oh, jeez, wrong.
Because I am nice person.
What does our favorite grandmother do?
I'll move, I guess, here. And then I will... I'm not going to do swift cast. I'm going to do just regular burn ray again.
All
I
right.
think I can still hit it, right?
Yeah, you're in range for that. That'll be 5 MP, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
All right, and that'll go off at the start of
And
your next
then-
turn.
Go on.
All right. And to Madeline.
Oh no.
Sorry.
No, fine.
Boom, boom, kapow. Boom, boom,
Oh.
kapow.
Boom, boom,
my-
kapow.
Oh my god. Every time.
Just me on the floor, just like, oh my god.
After just his heart just stops. And he
You know,
goes on the
honestly,
ground, we win.
when we get to her playing Aeon, I wonder just how many Kupos it's gonna take before all of you just like die of cuteness.
No, considering the first few ones just seem to do it.
I bet Rosa is going to hug her.
And
Hug him.
Aeon will love it.
And then
He just wiggle his arms in happiness.
Aeon is so cute and adorable. The DM is going to destroy him.
He kills him and Cassandra's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, you see this. Here's the thing: if you try to kill Aeon,
It's not killing. It's going to be the trauma.
he's too naive to be traumatized.
I don't know. I'm imagining Aeon getting like tangled in like something a monster grabs and it's like wee.
Or he's stuck in a big spider's web. He's like, "This is fun."
Yeah, pretty much.
Shooty, alright?
I'm debating whether to do chemical spill or just shoot it in general.
Chemical spill. 1 sec.
Now I'm just picturing Madeline causing an ecological disaster.
If successful, the target loses any resistance or immunity to one element of the engineer's choice and gains a vulnerability to that element instead. Ooh. So, yeah, it's an opposed roll, which I'm guessing it's force, and choose an element, and then if it has any resistance or immunities to that, it loses it, and then when it gets hit by that element, then it's treated as a vulnerability. You could do that and make him have a weakness to fire.
Hint, 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 hint.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Okay, now you're making me smirk. I hate you.
What?
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Woohoo!
Yeah, let's do chemical spill.
Alright, need to make an opposed force check on that.
Okay.
Just grabs like a chemical and just fucking throws it. He's like, what the hell is this?
Okay, with the force, right?
Yes.
So roll 2d6 plus
Your
force.
Yes.
Oh my god.
9.
9.
And what does the asshole roll?
Regrettably, he rolled a 12.
Damn!
Oh.
We are rolling like shit.
So Madeline, you reach into a little pocket you have in this slung around your hip. You give it a toss, and this vial goes flying up towards Astos. But before it can hit him, he looks up, lifts a hand, and gives it like this sort of like force backhand thing, and the vial just shunts off to the side and shatters harmlessly against the far wall.
Yeah, you can see Madeline's going, dang it.
And that leaves it to Dariana,
Quiet.
who is going to... She is going to use that zombie sphere she got.
So she can start killing him with kindness.
Pretty much. Yeah. She goes running over here, pulls out the purple sphere, holds it up, So she needs to make an opposed finesse check against this guy. So
finesse
she
is pretty
rolled.
high.
Ooh, she didn't roll very well. Dariana only got an 8.
Oh.
And her finesse is
Yeah.
4, so let's see what
Yeah. Yeah.
Astos gets.
All rolling like crap.
More than that. Holy shit.
This is disgruntling.
Luck of the roll, man. Unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, but yeah, so unfortunately, unfortunately, Astos manages to resist it and Dariana loses the zombie sphere. She's like, God damn it.
Well, he doesn't get a turn because he's stunned.
Indeed.
Go back to us.
Yep.
Alright, let's try this again. Stabby, 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 poke.
Alright, accuracy check.
Pokey dokey, pokey pokey.
Critical success. That's 2 5s.
Nice!
Much better.
That's great.
Yeah, that's 10. Ah. 601. 22. 29 points of damage. Go through all the calculations. It's doubled.
Alrighty. So that comes out to a total of 56, I do believe.
Good. Good.
So, you give him a nice little shank. At which point, Astos is going to spend a destiny point.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be a legendary action equivalent.
Yeah, as it so happens, there's something in the rulebook that I totally missed for all of Campaign 1.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
where if a boss enemy spends a point of destiny during the party's turn, they can technically take a standard action during the party's turn, which is something I never realized until, like, you guys were fighting Diabolos.
So, yeah, it's a legendary action.
Essentially, yeah, they have built-in legendary actions. I didn't have to house rule abilities for Bahamut to just cancel your shit. They can just do
Question,
that.
is he still technically stunned until the end of this turn?
No, stun wore off when his turn came and then ended. So no, he's no longer stunned. So he can do this. I didn't have him do it last time because he was stunned, so I just decided I'll let you guys have that round. So, seeing as Kali has marked him for death and also has a Popus, he is going to use his standard action to use Mastered Spellcraft, which is an attack. He makes an accuracy check against Kali, which I'm pretty sure hits.
What is it?
It's an 8 + 7 on to hit.
Oh, well, duh.
8 + 7.
Yeah, that attack gets a bonus to his accuracy because if I spent the points. Normally his accuracy is 5. So.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Alright, what's he
so.
doing?
Well, for one thing, he is picking an element and he is doing ice to you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Honey.
Ice. I figured he was doing... Can he not do shadow?
He cannot do shadow because that's one of the specialized elements. So, that comes out to a total of 52 before magic armor calculations.
And that's 44.
44, which then gets halved to 22 thanks to your arcane crest.
That's true.
So,
And now Crest of Return breaks and gives me 20% of my HP back.
So
which
he's
then
back up.
So you get 20 hit points, and it also gets Ixavon back up to full because of the area of effect. So, as Astos, after getting the hard jab from Avela, his eyes dart over to Kali, hand flashes out in this ring of ice spikes. Astos did a legendary action. A ring of ice spikes rises up around Kali, sticks into her from a few angles, but this arcane sphere around her materializes, then shatters, ending the effect, and some healing energy washes over Ixavon.
Oh.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so.
And
that
the
is-
veil is rolling out of his reach. Now
Okay.
that Kali's area of effect is gone.
Okay, so your movement action is complete. All right, so Astos' legendary action ends. Back to party shit.
Alright. Ixavon. Punchy, punchy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm so much more concerned now. That thing. Oh.
It doesn't hit again. 9.
9?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
That
his
hits.
avoidance is-
That just hits.
Oh,
Just hits.
okay.
Yeah, his avoidance is 9. So as long as you roll 9, you hit him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That put images in my head.
Although, I wanted to ask a question, but I probably already know the answer. The counters are gone?
Yeah, it
Yeah, you
resets
countered.
every fight.
Yep.
That being said, you do get 1 on top of your combo counter now.
Mm-hmm. And I hope I roll at least a 6 this time after this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Roll your 1d6.
Yep. Oh, actually, do I do the damage first and then that? Or do
Roll
I
your
do that?
d6 first.
Alright, so rewind.
Yeah, the d6 for the bleeding claws thing is supposed to be before you roll for damage.
Ah, 4. Nope. So, let's roll for damage. Well, at least the damage is better. And the time I rolled a 6. God damn it. So in total, that's 30 damage.
All right, 30 damage. That'll get decreased to 28 by his armor. This time you managed to deliver a punch to his ribs, and you hear one go. All right. What does Callie want to do?
Well, considering he targeted her because of Apopus, why not let Apopus have a go at him?
Bloodstock.
Bloodstock.
All right.
So that's power times 6. Add the 2 extra damage steps from Dust Design. That's power times 8.
So yeah, Reaper hurts.
Yeah, Reaper hurts. Only, well, against single targets. Dust Design only works on 1 at a time. 12 times 8. Oh boy. And she can only do this once per combat. Oh, do. 102.
Jesus.
Oh.
You can only do that once, which I am grateful for.
Yeah, she can only do that once per combat.
Much like instant action, just stunning anyone.
Oof.
A powerful once in a lifetime.
Ouch.
So, how does he like Apopus coming out and biting him back?
Yeah, the rest of you see Apopus lurching out from Kali again and blasting over Astos, leaving this big char of flame. One of the braziers just gets melted down, and Norvon, who's strapped to the altar, is like, "Ah!" In response, he is not having a good day.
That scream was amazing.
College just like,
Ah!
"Bye."
That's gonna take me a while to get used to seeing that serpent.
Okay. Oh, we forgot.
Oh
Hans
god,
spell
I'm good.
goes off. It was supposed to go off at the beginning.
What was?
Remember, Hun's burn ray.
Oh, right, yeah, let's do that now.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Hun. We completely forgot about that.
I was into the battle, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all good.
Okay.
All right.
So that's power times 4.
Oh, me. Duh. Again, just...
She's so into it, she forgets.
You're so into the game you're playing that you forget to play the game you're playing.
I'm sorry, my
It's all good,
imagination,
it's
my
all
head
good.
is like imagining the battle.
Yeah, no, go ahead, go for it.
Okay.
It's perfectly
Not
fine.
gonna
It
lie,
happens.
not gonna lie, I do the same thing.
I'm an artist. I imagine what I see.
It's all good.
Hey, artists must stick together.
Right?
Okay. Magic. Okay, magic arm. I gotta find it.
Even though I'm an art block at the moment,
Aw.
Okay.
and I hate it.
I hate it too.
Ah,
I still have a fuck ton of pictures I have to draw for the intro, so. Just so many.
It gets...
Only 12?
Double check.
That should be your power times 4.
Oh, I'm reading it wrong.
Oh, sweetie.
I wasn't expecting to go. It's fine.
It's okay, hon. It's power times 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep
I
your
saw
four.
that.
Keep
Okay.
your 4 plus. Keep your 4 plus 6. Just tell me what your power is.
Okay. 7. So
7 times 4 is 28.
28.
28
Alright.
plus 10, that's 38.
All right. So it comes out to a total of 29 damage after all calculations. Woof.
And that was your action from last turn, so you get another one.
Yeah, you still have your standard action and your movement action, and you still have a swift cast ready to go if you want to use it.
Mm-hmm. Remind me how stop. What does stop specifically do again?
Stop.
the-
You would have to you would have to make an opposed finesse check against him, but if you succeeded, he would be inflicted with stop for 4 rounds or until he rolled high enough to break out of it.
Yeah, sure.
Won't you
Opposed
get
to
only
just
like
freezing
one
him in
dice?
place.
to
You
stop
want
or
to
something?
stop him?
Yeah, sure. All right. So,
Alright.
For it. Deny him more turns.
All right.
He doesn't get a turn.
That's how we beat Yamas.
so 2d6 and
And
Is
your
that right?
finesse.
Your
He rolled.
finesse.
He
The
rolled.
finesse.
He rolled a 9.
okay.
You must beat the 9, hon.
You could also choose to add Destiny to add extra dice to it.
Yep.
Bear in mind
1d6
if
per
you-
destiny point spent. But roll your
bear in
initial
mind if you-
2d6 first to see if it's critical or not.
Okay.
So bear in mind that you currently have 3 Destiny, which is what you need for a limit break. So if you spend any, you won't be able to do that.
I mean, if you land a critical hit when under 25% HP anyway, that's automatically a limit break. But
Oh yeah, that is a thing now. That's a new thing.
That's always been a thing. We just
that's
did
always
it.
been a thing. You guys just never had an occasion to do it because you always healed so fast.
Yeah.
And that's just a thing I forgot about.
Well, I she doesn't need the.
Yeah. Okay. So you pull out the white orb, you hold it towards Astos, and you just say, "Sit down." It shatters in your hand, and you see a bunch of rings and hourglasses form around Astos. Like, oh, son of a. It
Time
freezes
out.
in place.
Oh yeah, sure.
Out.
Okay. Between turns, he's gonna pop another legendary action, another point of destiny to get another attempt to break out of that.
Oh, here we go.
So you have to roll higher than a 12.
Yep. So let's see here. So, which he does, I'm afraid.
Ah.
Yeah.
He uses Destiny every time he does that, so the
Yeah.
more he uses, the
Yeah.
less he's gonna be able to do a limit break.
I've made him waste the destiny point for that.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So
I'll take
after,
it.
so like after he freezes in
Take that away,
place,
man.
yeah, he freezes in place for a second. His hands curl into fists, and then he spreads his arms out, and the rings and the hourglasses shatter around him as he manages to overpower it after a moment. I think not.
You're a dick, you know that?
I have been told. All right, I believe that just leaves Madeline, right?
Yep.
Oh god.
You can. Chemical spill's not once per combat. You can try it again if you want.
Yeah, let's try this baby again.
All right, force check again,
I believe in
please.
you.
Come on, alright, roll high.
High roll from us.
I'm gonna scream and lift this.
Come on, move.
I mean, I've been thinking of ways how to improve avoidance, but there's no way of doing it without altering it.
Oh my god!
That's fine.
All right, an 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is a success.
Yay!
Because
I'm
he,
so proud of you.
only rolled an 8. So pick an element you want him to now take more damage from.
Fire.
All right.
Yay!
So he now takes 50% extra damage from fire.
let's burn the motherfucker to the ground.
So just to clarify on the chemical spill, it wears off after he's taken damage from the chosen element.
Gotcha.
So it'll damage boost me once.
All right. And with that, I believe that's everyone.
I am helpful.
Describe what happens like when she just tries to throw
Yeah.
it at him again.
So yeah, after tossing the first chemical and it didn't quite work, you wait for a second for him to be occupied trying to break out of that stop spell and lob another chemical vial. He breaks out of it, has a brief little exchange with Avela, and then it shatters against his shoulders like, ah! As like oil and grease spreads over his body. He is now very slippery and shiny.
Who's a slippery git?
All right. It is now
You do your
to...
mouth and saying, oops, do I do that?
Oops, did I do that?
It is now to Dariana, who is going to use her, she's going to save her swift cast for in case a heal is necessary, and is just going to start a cast of arrow. That'll go over the start of her next turn.
Neat.
Which now brings it
I
to
was going to
Astos.
rephrase that a little bit.
And he actually gets a turn now.
Indeed. So, the first thing Astos is going to do... He's going to move back all the way over there.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
he's a mage getting his distance.
Yep. And then he is going to initiate a slow action. As he lifts one hand up in front of him, and you see a bunch of red glowing spikes starting to rise up around him, and that'll go off at the start of his next turn or the next time he spends a destiny point.
Question. If that means it's going back to us, what's the clearance like above him?
At this point, he's right up against the wall, so not a lot. I'd say
Would it interrupt him if he was suddenly on the ceiling?
let me double check that, because that would involve, like, moving him a certain distance, so give me just a second here.
I mean, his gravity would reverse, so he fucking head first into the ceiling.
I'm just trying to double check the rules on interruption. Okay. Dot 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 dot. No, that's for summons. Okay, so it would, since you're moving him against his will, it would, I think, count as a knockback effect, and knockback effects can interrupt actions.
In that case, Avela gets a slightly mad glint in her eye. You know, at this point, my mother would be ranting about sending you to hell with the power of the goddess of war. I'll settle send you to the other place a little closer. And I'm going to use eject, and I'm adding an extra d6 to this.
Alright, need to be opposed to finesse, because it's magic.
Yep.
And he rolled well, just as a warning. He rolled well.
What did he get?
He got a 15.
I'm adding 2d6. I'm using my destiny for this to stop this.
Okay.
I can't limit break, and I have no limit ability aside from hurting him if he hurts me. So as well. That's a 5 and a 3 for the first one. So 10. I need to roll at least a 5. I rolled in all 21.
Oh, damn!
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Okay.
He is rising to heaven headfirst into some rocks. And Avela is cackling in a way that would do Sadu proud.
Okay, so, as Astos is preparing to cast elemental spikes, he suddenly lifts up off the ground and goes and slams up into the roof, and the spell effect fades around him. He is displeased. So he's gonna spend his last destiny point for his last legendary action now.
And
he's
he's
out.
out. Destiny.
No
So
loot break for him.
He didn't even have one.
Okay, fair enough.
So up there, he's going to glare back at you, Avela, lift a hand up, and he's going to use Mastered Spellcraft again. Which, considering that's an accuracy check of 16 from him, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yep, can't do shit about that.
This will be lightning damage.
Lightning.
So that will be 42 points of lightning damage to you.
Ouch.
So, a lightning bolt flies out of his hand,
To me, you bastard.
hits you right in the chest. All right. Who next?
Question.
She's very much a warrior of the Tafal.
Yes,
How's
Kali?
he looking?
Is he still in the ceiling?
He is still pinned to the ceiling. I'm pretty sure he gets a roll to try and break out of that on his turn. Let me double check how eject works. Let me see here. It doesn't specify a duration, so yes, I'll say that it will require a finesse roll every turn for him to break out of it, unless Avela drops him back down to the ground, at which point it'll just end. But because he's not high enough for the damage, it'll just drop him back down to the ground. So right now, he basically can't travel any distance, but otherwise he's just the same as always.
Question. Will it be any detriment to melee attacks, or is he to a point where Kali can still, like, jump up to attack?
He's not high enough for it to be a detriment. He's only like 6 feet off the ground, and you're using a long fucking scythe. You can get him. It's no big deal. And he's not there by his own will either, so...
Well, he's against his own will.
Hi. And now... Slicey slice.
Slice.
12. That'll hit.
And let's see here. So that's power times 4. And since he takes 50% more from fire damage for this attack. 58.
Jesus Christ.
Reaper hurts.
Yeah, I might have to do some nerfing.
No nerfing.
Well, none of us are going to be Reaper next time, so it's fine.
Is it
slightly disappointed I
Reaper? Yes, it
Like,
is.
If Cassandra wasn't already like a concrete character, I might have just made her a Reaper for fun.
Well, either way, that comes out to a total of 85 damage. As you sort of come up and bring your scythe up, and as it like bites into like Astos' belly, the oils and greases around him ignite. Lets out the shout of pain from within.
Kali lands on the ground and smirks up at him.
You can hear a Popus
And
hissing in pleasure.
The sneak is happy.
Getting beat up while he's pinned to the roof.
Yeah, and there's a Madeline, Madeline's saying, "You're welcome."
Alright, well, what does Ixivon wish to do?
I'm probably gonna hit him.
Can he get into melee range? Yes, he can.
Alright.
Punchy.
Mm-hmm.
Punchy.
Admittedly, he's like a punching bag hanging from the ceiling. Go nuts.
And that... I mean, I have two options, and I don't know if one of them would work.
What are the set options?
I could just hit him with a normal attack, or since if no one's near him, technically...
Kali's right next to him. You can't do shockwave without hitting Kali again.
Yeah,
And he's not on the floor either, so you can't get him with that.
yeah, that's why I thought it wouldn't work anyway.
Yeah, so how about no?
How about no?
Punch him.
Alright. Come on. Gate.
Just 8?
It's just 8.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. So as you jump up to try and...
He's literally stuck
Well, I'll tell you how. As Ixavan jumps up to try and plunge his clawed gauntlet things into Astos' belly, Astos manages to bring down one of his feet and, like, kicks the claw out of the way, sort of causing Ixavan to, like, spiral a little out of position. Boof. All right. Ladies, it is to you.
Accuracy is pretty weak.
And also because I'm pretty sure you missed an attack, you lose your combo point there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Oops.
I know what I'm doing next turn if he's still alive.
You want to go, Ari?
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
Oh.
How does that work if you can't see each other?
You can
We just shouted out what we just took out. We can just shout out what it was.
You want to flip a coin?
Or I could even roll a dice. Whoever goes odds or
hate you.
evens wins. Odds
No.
or evens.
No, I'll
hate you.
go. I'll go.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do Burn Ray again. I'll use my Swift Cast.
All right,
I
you have
think
to
I'm
get a little
split, right?
closer to pull that off.
Yeah. Okay. Better?
Let me do a quick measurement. Yeah, you're just
damn
in range for it there.
Okay.
Swift cast.
Yes.
All right, that's minus 5 MP.
I also realise I haven't moved this turn, so I'm going to move slightly closer to him. Over here.
All right.
Very nice.
And then it should be 28.
Burn him.
Yep.
Ouch. Comes out to a total of 23 damage.
How's he looking?
Looking pretty rough. You guys are gangbanging him, all right?
That's so phrasing.
Phrasing, says Archer, or whatever his name is.
Yes. Come, Moogle. You must shoot.
Phrasing.
Oh my god.
Okay, I moved a little bit so I can get closer.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Shoot him.
Okay, accuracy check for me, please.
As I once said to an elf, shoot him.
Love how she yells every time she's asked to make an accuracy check.
Because the dice.
Because I know it's gonna be 6.
Because the dice just does not appear to like her very much.
No. What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
You jinxed yourself.
Damn, girl.
Babe, I need therapy.
That's what I'm here for. Don't worry. You're
Yeah.
fine.
I'm so sorry. You miss. You hit a wall.
I mean, I missed too, so it happens.
You killed a statue by blowing its brains out.
Okay, that's everyone, I believe.
No,
It
I
is-
hit a rock, but it's still.
I hit a rock. It is to Dariana. She has to move closer for her arrow spell to go off, but it will go off. That'll be her power times 3, so 8 times 3, 8, 6, and 24 plus 2d6. Damn! 26 plus 11. So 37. Before his armor. So, or his magic armor. So 28 in total. And damn. Boosh. And then she's going to use her one swift cast to use Cure on Avela.
Thank you.
So that will be 24, 25, 26. Avela regains 30 hit points.
Alright.
Heal the owies.
Now it is to Astos. We need another finesse check from you, Avela, as he tries to break out of your eject. He rolled a
Okay.
12.
Yeah, he gets out.
All right, so Astos drops back down to the ground. And with a snarl of frustration...
It's about time you came back down to whatever this plant's name is. Ready to, not be a dick?
For that remark, he's targeting Avela with Mastered Spellcraft.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, that's a hit. That is for sure a hit. He's only one away from a critical with that. Let's see, so that will be 54 minus 8 because of your armor. Magic armor. So 46 damage to Avela. And this time it is going to be earth damage. As you make that remark, Astos points at the ground beneath your feet and then juts 2 fingers up like Nappa from DBZ. And you look down just in time as a series of large chunks of stone fly up from the floor and pummel you all over from beneath, creating dents in your armor.
Is that his turn?
Well, then he's going to take his movement action to run the fuck over here.
Because he's melee fighters.
Melee is not his specialty.
And yet, half the team is melee fighters.
How's he looking?
Pretty rough. He's well under half HP at this point.
Same answer.
Uh-huh.
That's the same answer.
Okay, Tom. Pokey.
Yep, it is back to the party.
I'm going to take a healing potion for 56 and then jump.
A healing potion for 56.
And then
Jumpity jump.
So it's a high potion.
It's 25%. Sorry.
All right, 25. So that'll be
Sorry.
26 hit points.
26, sorry.
And then you're using jump?
That's why I misread because I was looking at the wrong character sheet. There.
Yeah.
I was looking at Brawl. And yes, I'm using jump.
All right. Avela is Skyborn. Your turn immediately ends.
Or in this case, more just clinging onto the top of the...
Yeah, I'll move you off. I'll move you off the map for now.
Jumping onto the
represent that.
ceiling, like flipping around so my feet are planted on the ceiling and then just bolting towards him.
Yeah, that'll happen at the start of your next turn.
Alright. Ixavan, do you want to go punch him first?
Yes, gladly.
Go get him.
Okay.
We will-
Hello, hang on. Just need to grab. There we go. I'm using an extra dice for this one.
Oh, you're spending a destiny point?
Yeah, I won't be using my limit break this turn.
Oh,
Well,
I don't
anyway.
really have enough for on my break.
Yeah. So, limit break away.
Well, roll your base 2d6 before you add any destiny just to see if it's a success.
Okay.
So 6, 2, 7, 8.
So that would be, I suppose it 10.
10 will hit.
That's-
You get a combo point,
Alright.
and you do your damage.
Nice.
And I'll get to roll a d6.
Indeed.
For your...
And if you still want to spend that destiny, you can add an extra damage step anyway.
Yep.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's
Isn't
not
it?
how that works.
Oh, that was a thing that could be at.
No, you don't add destiny to increase your damage steps. You add destiny to increase your odds of succeeding on an opposed or accuracy check, but it won't increase...
I'm thinking of Dark Heresy in my old Warhammer game. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Not-
Like, you can add dice to your damage, technically, but with how big the damage numbers in this game get, it would basically be useless.
It's just adding an extra dice to it.
So not
Roll
adding
the
a dice
dice.
or adding a
I mean,
dice?
you have to roll the 1d6 for your claw bleed thing. The extra damage step. If you roll a 6, remember, you do the extra damage.
Alright, well, I'll roll that first then. That's how that works. Come on. Lucky bastard. Ah!
Just
no.
shy of it.
Almost.
Just shy. Oh well.
That's not fair.
Oh well.
Feel my pain.
Oh well. You still do damage.
Roll that damage.
Yeah. Chat.
All right. So how much is that?
Let's see. 23.
23. That becomes 21 thanks to his
Bastard
armor.
lives.
Indeed.
My
All right.
turn.
Go nuts, mate.
Whee!
Give him hell.
Slicey, slicey.
Nice and dicey.
Damn.
Yep,
Almost
that'll
got
hit.
it. Cutty.
Oh, he's hurting. He's feeling the pain.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not in good shape right now.
And now we have him cornered.
Like a rat.
Like a rat in the desert.
Yep.
All right. Who's next? Ladies, you are up.
I'll go. I think get a little closer, mostly.
Well,
All
yes.
right. As a heads up, that dark gray spot represents that thing represents a pillar, so you do not have line of sight with him from that, so you can't shoot him through that.
I think she still has a bit of movement, so I think she can get over here and get just inside.
Yeah, you could just get right about there, which would give you a narrow but usable line of sight to Astos.
Very good.
Very
Alright.
nice.
Okay, let's try this again.
Deep breath, my love.
Come on,
You can
Ari,
do
you
it.
got this.
Come on. Don't let it discourage you. You can do it.
Roll well.
Use the dice, my love. Use the dice.
No.
It just barely missed.
Fuck.
Do you want to add a destiny to that so you actually hit?
Please.
You can if you want. It'll decrease your current destiny by 1, but you can add a d6 to that.
Do it.
I just rolled 1d6.
Which it is 1d6, which you can't miss. You just need to roll a 1. So. Yep.
All right, so
That hits.
yes, you will hit this time. So go ahead and do your damage. Dex times 2 plus 2d6.
Okay. What was it again? Sorry.
Your dex times 2 plus 2d6.
Ow.
Shoot him.
Fuck him up!
I love it.
So 18, right?
I believe so. Your dex is 9, right?
Yeah.
Then 18 plus 2d6. Yes.
Again.
All right, 22 damage.
Pew!
All right, and Chira,
E.
you are up.
Well, I have to get closer, so I guess like the most I can get is like up to where Madeline is.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
next to Madeline.
Yeah, you can get right. Yeah, you can get like right about here or so.
Okay.
Yeah, line of sight.
Alright. And I've already used my swift cast, so I guess I'll just do burn ray again until my next turn.
All right, that's 5 MP, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so that'll go up at the start of your next turn. It is to Dariana, who unfortunately cannot quite get close enough for that at present for any action, so she's just going to assume a defensive stance and call it a day. So where the fuck is the shield icon? I'll just use the cover tower. Now, alright, it is back to Astos. Astos is not happy.
Oh no.
Oh, he's not a
Every time
happy
we have a
chappy.
corner.
That means it's big pain time.
Yeah.
Well, this is normally the time we do a limit break, but he doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm. So, is he
So
gonna
that's
retreat?
a 10. So that is a 10 to hit against Kali.
Huh?
Excuse you.
Oh, you're
So
asking
this,
for
so
your grave,
this
mate.
will be ice damage again.
Did you just doing ice because of Opus?
Yeah, he's just trying to annoy Popus at this point.
Better
So
water.
41 damage to Kali as ice lances shoot up out of the ground and skewer you from beneath.
Ow.
And then Party and Avela, your jump resolves.
Freeze missile coming in!
All
Try it.
Incoming.
And I'm
right,
working him. And
yep.
oh god, I've been tapped out. 1 second.
All right. Oh no!
No, Tom!
Come back!
You went so fast, you went out of the roll 20 thing.
You're so fast. You jumped into another dimension. You pulled a you pulled a double rainbow.
Broke through the fourth wall. What are you talking about?
She broke through
Whoops,
the
did
A
I
double
use-
rainbow.
It's like Cheer accidentally used a stasis strike on Avela. She ends up in another dimension. Whoops.
All right, accuracy check, please.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
I'm lost.
Yep.
In
Yep.
another
You have a stasis?
No, a crit is 2 and a 5
once
plus
per
3.
day or
Once a day.
Alright.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry, hon, I know, but
Wolves is wolves.
That would have been funny.
I know. I already
32
tried.
points of damage.
Which becomes 30.
Yep, and she's gonna follow up with another strike, but I imagine the other instant action ends up first. Well, not the other instant, the other slow.
Yep, the other slow resolves. Cheer up, burn ray.
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
the burn.
Coming. The burn is coming.
Burn him, hon.
I just realized I have well, I would have protection, but he's not much of a melee person, so
Yeah, Jesus.
He's
Yeah.
a mage. We literally have him surrounded.
Yeah, he's a mage surrounded by melee fighters. He was not in a good position.
He is not having
although
fun.
Ari has the seed cannon.
All right, so he takes 26 damage from that, and one of his abilities is going to trigger.
Excuse you?
Yeah, one of his abilities. Counter magic.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So after you blast him with that burn ray, he is going to immediately turn towards you and try to get off one of his mastered spellcraft attacks. So that will be a 6 plus 7 to hit, so 13, which I'm pretty sure hits your avoidance of 6.
Yeah.
He is going to pick fire damage for this.
Well, that's just rude.
It is, but he's rude. So you take 41 points of fire damage. As that goes off, but otherwise, that's all that happens. So, like, after your burn ray hits him, he turns and yeets a fireball at you that strikes you and sends you sliding back a few feet. And Dariana sounds like, "Are you alright?"
Just a slight burn. I'm fine.
Alright. Now,
I'm
slow actions are resolved.
I'll follow up my
Oh, Franny
second.
didn't break her back.
So I've jumped down, I struck him once, and I'm following up straight with a second strike.
Alright, roll it.
With
Did
the
you hear
mold.
that, hon?
Hmm?
Did you hear what Madeline said?
No, I didn't.
I just said I hope Franny
9.
didn't break her back.
9? That just
9.
hits.
Moogle, I don't have time for this right now. No jokes.
I would have won this.
No joke.
That was out of character. That wasn't Madeline.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
26 points of damage.
Alright.
Was,
That'll become
what, you
24.
gonna give her the life alert?
Alright, yeah, give him a little stab in the gut and he keels over a bit. Ugh. He's still alive, but he is dangerously close. Callie.
Finish him.
I shall. finish him. Come on, crit. Come on.
Send him to hell.
That'll hit.
5.
Give me your damage.
If it was a reach weapon, maybe. Oh well. D6 was 48. 55.
Okay.
Callie, claim your victory.
Yeah!
Yes.
Kelly.
Hey. Oh.
Callie is again not enjoying the spell that he hit on her, and not enjoying watching him throw fire at Chira. Is going to use her scythe to slam him into the wall over here, and then have a Popus bite his head off.
All right.
God.
So once you've pinned Astos to the wall and Apopus starts to emerge from the shadows around you, Astos pinned like, and Apopus just lets his little flaming tongue fork out.
Better luck next time, old friend.
Clamps down on Astos' head, and with a sickening crunch and the sizzling and popping of burning flesh, his head just comes away, just leaving a cauterized stump.
Welcome to eternal peace.
And the dark elf Astos crumples to the ground, dead as fuck. So for that, and everyone gets 3 points of destiny for that,
Yeah!
Yay.
because that was a full-on boss class enemy.
And Dariana's ability goes off.
Yep, Dariana's ability goes off. Everyone gets all, like, their hit points back. Not MP. She can't fix that, but...
But HP, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's funny. Madeline hasn't even hasn't got hit for.
Has Madeline been hit at all in this campaign?
I don't think Madeline's been hit a single time. No, she's been staying out of the front lines.
You live my love.
She's been
Be as a
bombed.
Koopa, that Koopa Bell.
I mean, actually, like, taking damage from combat.
I know. I'm being funny, hon.
I know. You know, actually, everybody's been hit except the witch.
How about I hit my only best friend?
Exactly.
I just feel bad that you were the first one to get hit by damage because of my shockwave.
Yes.
Which,
Ayla,
again, oops.
Avela's going to grab onto the collar of the corpse, go drag it in back into the light, and just throw it on the red carpet in front of the altar.
Why?
And then check his pockets.
All right, he doesn't have shit in his pockets.
Wow.
So much for immortality, wherever the fuck you're after. What was that, Callie?
What about the key to the cage?
Oh, yeah, you do find that on him, yeah.
Cool.
Forgot
I was
about
about to
that.
say.
Yeah, where's the key?
So much for mortality, fuck. Got the key. Speaking of, she's going to walk over to Norvan.
Is that it? Is he dead?
He is, and I think this is gonna let you out. You're Norvan, right?
Yes, I am. And who
What
are
happened,
you?
Norvan?
Huh?
Before you came here, and we came here, your mayor told us some things.
The mayor? What did he say?
Something very bad happened. And I'm sorry, but before we go further, was it you?
For a few minutes, like, his eyes are unfocused, and like, this guy is emaciated. He is skinny as shit. You can, like, see his ribs.
I hear something and it's making a sound.
But after a moment, like, recognition comes over his eyes and is like, you mean my family?
Yes. We've heard what we've heard. All the truth.
No, I didn't do it.
Was it him? Kind of kicks the corpse.
No, it wasn't him, no. I remember, the night it happened, I worked in Andrin's house as just a side gig, just keeping it tidy, neat, cleaning. After a big event in town, some annual celebration, I didn't really pay much attention to the finer points. I was trying to clean up all the things after the fact. I was there much longer than I would have liked, because it was a big mess. And, after it got dark and I was still there, I was going to put my things away when I heard a commotion. I went to look, and in a side room, I found Andrin. The mayor, he was in there, and like the color sort of drains from Norvan's face. And he was biting my wife's throat.
You called it about the mayor. Jesus.
It should be noted at this point, by the way, that the crimson torches all around the room are flickering out.
Well, I guess the hunch that my character had wasn't too far off.
Is he a vampire?
I tried to stop him, but after I saw that it's all just a haze, I remember fighting something. Then I was stuck in an isolated room.
The mayor didn't want us to bring him back. How curious, huh?
I knew it was too suspicious.
Then we're not done there. Let's free the others, get the goblins back. Maybe they can look after the village for now, and we need to have a chat with the mayor, I think.
Knowing tells me it's going to be more than just a chat by the end of it.
Can I say one thing for Kali to do?
Sure.
So, hearing this, Kali is not going to say anything. She's going to slowly just start walking this way. And when she steps on the guy's corpse and steps over it, it bursts into flame.
Nice.
So, Norvan, we're gonna go have a chat with your family's killer. Your choice, do you want to come, or we can get you to a safe place while we resolve the situation?
I don't want to stay here. Too many ghosts in this place.
I chip a small more times. Alright then, let's get it out with these, and I would offer you a nice raspberry pie or a meat pie or something like that, but I'm kind of out, so let's just get you out of the chains for now. And I'll bake you one later. I'll buy one. They're nice and tasty.
Alright.
And I think you could use a bit of a pick-me-up. Come on, I'll help you.
Thank you. And you quickly sort of, you go and you get him cut out from his restraints. And he definitely needs help walking. The guy is like, he's all skin and bone. There is almost no muscle on this man.
I'm available, by the way, adventurous super extraordinaire. That's Dariana. I think you know her.
Hi. And she just comes up to him with a smile. I always knew it wasn't you. Glad someone believed that.
That's Chira, she's a grumpy grandma. That's Carly, she's a badass. And that's Madeline, she's an adorable kupo. With a gun.
Stop!
Alright, so.
And
And you forgot.
Oh, that's Birdman.
Yes, there is also. I was waiting for him to kind of come out from behind the rock. This is Ixavan. He's the bird man.
Hades, please stop moving your token, please.
Sorry.
I'm trying to get everyone gathered together so I can
Pleasure
easily.
to meet
I'm
you.
trying to get everyone. What the fuck? That's not what I wanted. I'm trying to get everyone grouped together so I can easily copy everyone. All your tokens.
So we're going to spend a bit of time freeing everyone, then getting them back to the village, and then to the town.
All right. Well, regardless, you step out onto the back out into the large pit area with all the cages. And as you're emerging, the red and purple mist, that has also gone, leaving the whole place with almost no illumination, save for like a couple faint shafts of sunlight coming through some holes in the roof. And as you're coming out onto it, surrounded by the creaking and the groaning of the chains, you look across the bridge and you see standing on the other side the familiar form of the Cornelian mayor.
Oh, he did us a favor and...
Norvan.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
But just as we're ending, I'm just going to go, Norvan, you mind stepping back into that room for a minute?
And that is will be our to be continued point.
Yeah.
Fucking had a feeling.
So, plot twist. The
Mother
mayor was the bad
fucking
guy all
mayor.
along.
Or at least one of them. Unrelated bad guy, maybe, but...
Because for some reason I had a bit of vibes of, what was it? Castlevania, in a way. This
Yeah.
is...
I never thought that he was related to the kidnappings. I thought that unlikely, but it definitely was suspect how he wanted us to disappear a guy.
Although I guess the difference is, at least most of the captives are alive. In Castlevania, nah, they all died. They all fell into a pit. He led them to the apple tree.
Like, I wasn't sure if there really was anything. Like, I was mainly thinking that it was like our stops, his shadows that had done it, and that the guy just wanted to conveniently get rid of him because he was too much trouble. But no, he's a vampire or something who just happens to also be there.
Motherfucker's gonna die either way, I think. by the end
Yeah,
of it.
so we will pick this up for the final boss and presumably resolution next week.
We're fighting on a bridge.